everybody! It is me, your boy, Mustard. I hope you're all having an absolutely wonderful day today. It is Thursday? Mustard doesn't stream on Thursday. That's where you're wrong, bucko. I'm trying out a new thing. I'm trying it out. It is Thursday, the 18th of July, and it is a hot one today. It is red hot here in the UK today. Where I'm at, hang on, let me look at how hot it is. It is currently, wow, it is 28 outside right now. That's like 83 Fahrenheit. That's a hot one. That's pretty hot for the UK. It's been a hot one. Fairly difficult to sleep. Obviously, with me working nights, I sleep during the day. So it's a hot one. It's hot and difficult to sleep in said heat. Man, the Works and Resource soundtrack is incredibly loud. I'm gonna turn that down a little bit. Wowee. Let's see who we have in the chat today. We've got someone in the Right on Time Detective Gang. Hey man, great to see you. I hope you're having a good day. Hope you're doing alright. We got Stars. Stars saying, these are not streaming hours. I'm at work. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I know you're at work. I know it's not a good time. But too bad. It's 7 p.m. here. That's streaming time. We've got Mika. Hey Mika, great to see you. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're having a good week. Definitely take it easy if you can. Someone says more like Thursday because of all those horny people. It's true. It's true. Okay, so before we get too into things, I'm just gonna do a very, very brief recap of what it is that we've seen, or what it was that we saw last session. So last time we played, we spoke with Everett Clare, the union boss, and he said, "Oh, Mr. Dubois, I need you to go open a door for me, and in return, I will help you find your lost gun." And it's like, oh shit. He's going to help us find our gun. And he was like a really slimy guy. Really, really slimy. And he isn't willing to talk to us unless we were to do a job for him. So we've gone and done that job. And the very first thing we're going to do is we're going to go and follow up on that. We're going to go speak to the union boss. But then we had a really, really long chat with Joyce. And Joyce laid down some absolute bangers stuff. Just like lots of world building stuff, talking about the nature of the world and the Pale. Really, really cool. Just a really fascinating conversation. But the big thing for me, I think, was meeting the Sunday friend, which is the friend of the purple twink, like the twink on the balcony who smokes. We spoke to that guy, and he was like, "Oh, yeah, they had this lynching, but it was really weird. Like they were really quiet. Like they made a big show about doing this lynching, but then nothing happened. It was really strange." The Sunday friend sucks because like he's a dude of immense political power. Immense political power with absolute like diplomatic immunity. Be completely immune to any form of prosecution in Revachol. Which I think very much sums up what the moral intern's like. Just like a force that could do a lot of good that doesn't, because the status quo greatly benefits them. Greatly benefits them indeed. Son of Friends sucks. Absolute loser. Absolute loser. But a man of incredible use and told us some interesting stuff. It's Ray! Hey, Ray! How you doing, Ray? Hope you're having an awesome day. Hello, gamers, she says. I hope you're having a good one. Very early for you. What are you doing up? This is like super early. Go back to bed. I'm gonna start tapping my watch and start looking at you very condescendingly in a sec. Right. Let's play some video games. We're gonna turn off the OST. This is Deltarune music. We're gonna turn that off. And we're gonna put on the Disco Elysium music. There we go. Let's appear. Hello! It's me. You know it's a Disco Elysium stream when I've been banished to the top left corner, because it's the place with the least UI elements. Let's get Disco Elysium up. There we go. There we go. Right, let's roll. Let's boogie. Let's boogie. Okay, so it is 7:30 in the morning. We haven't actually left the room yet. Oh, we got the boots! I forgot about that. We got the boots last time we played as well. There were the T500 greaves. These greaves are light as a feather and a tad too big on you. Very nice. Awesome. Let's go get Kim. Let's go get Kim. Yeah, we're also going to get rid of this real quick. I'm going to put the hobo bag back in our room. In our hand. Well, 1:45 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. Great sleep. Literally more sleep than I got last night. I went to bed really, really late today and then woke up really early. But I'm actually feeling all right today and not feeling too bad. Not feeling awful. Jim. Oh! Who are these guys? They've got policeman officer uniforms on. Hello? Who are you?
You look like shit.
Well, good morning to you too! Who the fuck are you?
And I don't mean that as a metaphor.
I know, it's intentional.
Like undercover?
Horseface one! Why are we being so mean? I love the fact that names are basically just like what the detective immediately thinks of somebody.
Well, as far as disguises go, this is one of the best I've seen. I mean, I could swear you're an actual bum.
Wow.
Oh, come on, Jean. It looks like it's been a rough week on him.
It's not just this week. What you want?
Kim, who is this guy?
I'm not getting involved in this.
It's not my style, he thinks, glancing at the man in sunglasses and the woman beside him. Oh boy, they're mad at him. No wonder. He just doesn't recognize them.
Wait, am I meant to know these guys? Esprit de corps. I'm gonna make an esprit de corps check. There's something strange about this guy. I'm gonna try and figure it out. Ah!
You know what it is. It's like the two of you know each other. Just ask him.
Tell me the truth. Do you know me from somewhere?
Oh, I definitely know you from somewhere.
Another life.
From where? From another life?
Yes, from another life. A different life. Maybe the life of a police officer belonging to the ranks of the... To what station do you think you would belong in this alternate and totally fictional reality?
The 41st?
Okay, that's plausible. That's entirely plausible. Now we're really getting somewhere.
Gives you a long, he gives you a long, meaningful look and adds,
Somewhere good.
let's talk more about that hypothetical Station 41 you mentioned.
Okay.
Oh, interesting. The dialogue went funky. Oh, the hypothetical. Sorry. The hypothetical 41. Yeah, let's fantasize about that. I'm not busy. You're not busy. Let's just play around. So, what would our relationship be in this alternative universe?
Let's be crazy. Let's say you and I are partners. How's that for a thought experiment?
I mean, you seem like a cool guy. I'd love to have you as my partner.
Would you now, or would I be cramping your style? Never mind. Partner.
Actually, I shouldn't have called you my partner. Kim's my partner. He's going to know.
I'm not your partner. This union is temporary.
No, Kim, you're my partner.
A little premonition for you, Lieutenant. Sooner or later, probably sooner, your new friend tells you he doesn't need you. He will then suggest you should fuck off. When that happens, I suggest you take his advice.
Jeez, this guy's an asshole.
The lieutenant merely bows his head in response.
Do you have a crime to solve?
Oh no. You see, I enjoy watching other better cops solve crimes. And let me tell you, it's been quite a privilege seeing you work.
Oh, he's like a cuck cop.
This isn't helping.
Okay. Who else is in this imaginary police station?
You're not going to believe this, but police officers.
Someone says, man with sunglasses sounds like good old Harry wasn't asked him. Yeah, a very distinct possibility. Sounds like I was a real dick to this guy in the past.
Yes, sir. Solving crimes, locking up bad guys, and get this, and not getting that drink on at 2 o'clock. Just some regular boring motherfuckers in suits and uniforms. Nothing spectacularly extravagant like you, the far-out son of Lung.
Who's the far-out son of Lung?
Oh, it's you, you eccentric genius. I mean, with your unorthodox approach to police work, it has to be you.
Want to tell me more about him or her?
Not even a little bit.
Oh.
It's an urban myth about an officer who is so far undercover he can't remember who he is. As I say, it's just an urban myth. You are not the son of Lang.
I can't imagine it anymore.
Neither can I, partner. Neither can I.
His grey eyes suddenly flash above his glass frames. They feel sad. Okay, I've got some questions for you. I'm a cop.
About what? You don't look like a cop. You know what you look like?
Like Krasmazov?
Yeah, sort of. Okay, I get the reference. Like after he got run over or something.
I love the fact that... Okay, I should be clear. This isn't a regular dialogue option. This is very, very funny to me that because we were like, oh yeah, I bet we're Krasmazov, like ages ago. It's now a constantly reoccurring line. That's so good. Holy shit.
He didn't answer your question.
Now will you answer some questions for me?
No.
Why?
'Cause it's not my job. Why don't you go and fucking do yours and solve this damn hanging?
If you don't want to answer my questions, maybe you want to hear me say things.
Actually, I don't want to hear you say things.
Oh.
Come on, Jean.
Okay, say things. I want to hear you say things.
Someone said, compare yourself one time to the bust of Krasmazov, and now it's always in dialogue. It's true. Hey, Freddy! Great to see you, man. Why am I up so early? That's a good question. So, on Thursdays, I wake up at 5 p.m. on the dot. Because I have my groceries delivered. So, I had those delivered. I've just had dinner. I had a chicken Caesar wrap. And Then I was like, oh, I'm gonna stream. I'm gonna stream. It's an experiment. It's pretty high concept. It's pretty high concept. But yeah, we're gonna. I was figured that we'd stream on Thursday for Disco Elysium. Just as an experiment. I'm gonna see how it works out. But I'm gonna see how I am come the morning. If I'm like really tired, then it might not be something I can do repeatedly. But I'm actually feeling good at the time being. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. You missed some serious heat today. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Sleeping in the heat is horrible, Freddy. Sleeping in the heat is horrible. It was 28 degrees here, so it's been pretty toasty. It's been pretty toasty. I'm feeling it, man. I'm feeling it. So for context, where my bedroom is, like where I am right now, because I'm in my bedroom. I'm on the southern corner of the house. Which means that I'm under direct sunlight in this room from the moment the sun rises to the moment the sun sets. So it is incredibly hot in here right now. Like, for context, I am literally just sat in my undies. I'm just too hot, man. It's way too hot. Extremely warm. Can't deal with it, bro. Can't deal with the heat. Not good. Not good. I don't like hot weather. No, that's not true. I like warm weather. I don't like hot weather. I don't like kind of like being stuck inside when it's super hot, you know? I'm usually in a room that's all windows. Yeah, I've got a bay window on the front here, so it's fairly large. You know, it's a big window. Thankfully, I've got like blackout curtains, so in terms of light levels, it's not too bad. What do you mean, excuse me? What did I say? Wait, what did I say? What did I say? Wait, what did I say? What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? Uh-oh. I think I've committed a faux pas. I don't know what faux pas I've committed. Oh. Yeah, I don't know either. Oh god. Right, I'm gonna continue with the dialogue with the man with sunglasses for the time being. Right, let's go. You know what I did? No, I don't! I don't, Freddy! Maybe did you misheard me, or yeah? Did you mishear me, or are you just like fucking with me? I'm not really paranoid. Like, what have I done? What did I do? What? What? Anyway, I'm gonna continue.
Hear that? He wants you to say things. Say one. Suddenly, out of nowhere, case-related things start popping up in your head.
You say I'm in my underwear? Well, I mean, most people are always in their underwear, but like, yes. Yeah, it's too hot. Like, I can't. Wait, you want me to be wearing like a full dinner suit right now? Like, no, it's too hot. Way too hot. Reach wham is the temperature today. No, you didn't mishear me. No, that's the case. It's just too hot. Too hot. Anyway, let's continue. Freddy said, I'm in a suit. I don't doubt that. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not in my three-piece suit. I do have a suit. But I've got it saved. So, for context, I'm going on holiday in a few weeks. I'm going to Norway. So I've got my suit set up for that. I've got it in like a suit bag. Ready to go for my little Hardie Bobs. But it's like this really beautiful, like, three-piece tweed suit. Really, really love it. Super nice. This is better than you in every way. You are. You are. Such a cool guy. Okay. Anyway, let's continue. Okay. I'm doing this investigation. It turns out he was shot and hanged.
You think he was hanged as a cover-up? To hide the shooting?
Basically, yes.
Okay, well,
He corrects his blonde wig. His hair. He corrects his hair. Hey, why am I telling you this?
I don't know. Why are you?
He gives you an odd look.
It's like you felt it would be intellectually stimulating and would lead somewhere. A custom even? Strange.
Oh my god, there's more. You want something more? What is it?
Let's talk about the hangman again.
Okay, why not? Let's do the old thing over again. We're not wasting time. There is no time.
Okay, gotcha.
You think he was hanged as a cover-up?
Yes.
Okay, I don't know. Oh my god, there's more. You want something more? What is it?
Hey, Trevor. Streaming early. Yeah, I am streaming early. Streaming about 4 hours earlier than I would normally do. Just trying to fit it in before work. Alright, see you around, man with sunglasses.
Watch out for yourself, loser.
Wow!
That voice, so very familiar. Did you hear it when calling to your station and reporting your badge missing?
Ooh! Wait, your voice. I recognize it.
Oh really? I wonder where.
I lost my badge recently. When I called in to report it missing, you were there.
That's the where you remember me from?
Yeah, I haven't seen you before.
Okay then. It's probably a coincidence. People sound alike. Goodbye.
What?
Okay, the man with the sunglasses and his hypothetical Station 41. Weird, right?
I know! Super weird!
There's something missing here. Something you can't put our finger on. You know what? Just ask him. I know it sounds crazy, and you'll probably get laughed at. But still.
I was thinking the same thing. I should ask him if we're just from the same station.
Yes, just cross it off the list. It's probably not true, though.
Hey,
Again? I can't believe this shit.
he shakes his head, looking like he really is having trouble believing this shit. Look, I have to ask, are we from the same police station?
I'm going to say no. Just to see what you'll say to that. What'd you say?
Yeah, I mean, probably not. I don't remember you from anywhere.
God fucking shit.
He pinched the root of his nose.
Okay, I was clearly wrong. He is a firefighter, male nurse, animal control agent, something of that kind. Not a cop. Go on with your cop work. Don't let me stop you again.
Okay, see you around. Well, that's good. It's good to know that we didn't divulge too much to somebody who isn't a cop. That's good. Let's talk to this lady.
The woman in an RCM patrol officer's uniform winces as she notices you.
I would really prefer not to talk to you right now.
Oh,
A patrol officer is the lowest rank in the RCM, below lieutenant and sergeant.
hold on. You're a patrol officer of the RCM.
Yes, I am.
Oh, I'm a cop too.
I know.
Here's the real deal.
Kim's got my fucking back. Thanks, Kim. I'm on a murder investigation. Are you the cavalry?
I'm definitely not the cavalry.
That's a shame. I think all right. Why didn't you want to talk to me?
I don't know. I mean, why would I want to talk to you?
Have I wronged you? I've done that to a lot of people.
No, you haven't wronged me. It's okay.
She shakes her head and breathes out.
Okay, fine. Let's talk. What did you want?
So what precinct are you from?
What precinct?
She just sighs.
Am I from? God, he doesn't know.
Fucking deranged lunatic.
Look, something's really bugging me. Are we or are we not from the same police station?
God damn it, you leave her alone. Keep your weird bullshit to yourself and be professional for once, for fuck's sake.
Can I actually help you with something?
He looks at you apologetically.
Yes, of course. Preposterous. I mean, you would remember if they were, right? Who forgets their squad mates? That's not possible.
Are you with him? And I point to the man with sunglasses.
Of course I'm with him. Why do you ask?
He's an asshole.
You're an asshole. You know what? Maybe we're both assholes.
Please, let's not turn this into another exchange, okay?
You're the police, right? Cool, so am I. I'm a cop.
I don't know what to say.
Don't say anything, Judith.
Wait, is he police?
Me? No. I'm just a man with sunglasses. I like wearing sunglasses inside. Sunglasses and a fucking wig.
Okay,
Thank you, Logic. Thank you for chiming in. I love how unnecessary that is. Thanks, Logic. What? Are you the police? What are you doing here?
I'm just looking out for...
No one. I'm just a man with sunglasses. And you are?
A policewoman?
Yes, a policewoman who just wants to do her job. That's all.
Okay, bye-bye. It's the twink! The twink's here! Hey, you're not in your usual spot. Why are you here?
Just a moment. And there's no public phones nearby?
The closest phone booth is down the coast. Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am.
It's fine, I understand. Thank you anyway.
Good day, Mum. Is everything okay?
I'm glad... Please don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. I was just hoping to make a call, but the Whirling's phone line isn't working. The union office probably has a phone, but I can't really get there. Or to the phone booth down the coast. And Gary's phone is dead too.
Wait, what's wrong with the phone line?
The manager was vague about it.
why would he be vague about phone problems? This is something to look into later. Ask God, maybe.
Ooh, thank you, interfacing. Why do you need to use a phone anyway?
To let the young woman who's house-sitting for us know that we may be delayed. Morel, my husband, and our friend Gary were supposed to get back by Monday night, but they're still missing, and I haven't heard from them.
Wait, have we got another missing person case here?
I was also hoping she'd heard from Morel.
A little missing persons puzzle might just be the thing to take your mind off the hangover.
Okay, I'll buy it. Has your husband gone missing before?
That's just it. This isn't like him at all. He
Oh.
always plans his expeditions so carefully.
Oh, shit. Her husband's gone missing.
A cold breeze hisses through dense thickets of reeds. Something sweet in it, somnolent. A damp chill goes down your spine. When you look around, you're still in the whirling in rags.
But you have more important things to worry about.
What's this expedition your husband's on?
Just some field work, sweetie. Morel is a highly trained scientist. He and his assistant Gary are studying an extremely rare species of insect.
Ooh!
But they should have returned by now. They were just going down the coast across the water lock to set a few traps. He said they'd be back on Monday. What could be keeping them?
Down the coast, okay. Wait, who's this Gary person? Do you trust him?
Oh, sweetie, it's nothing like that.
Okay.
Gary's as loyal as they come. I trust him with my husband's life any day.
Are they in a rough neighborhood?
There's a nameless old fishing village nearby, but we've never had any trouble there before. There is a lot of crime around here, isn't there?
Yeah, there is.
I can't say it's the best part of town, but I wouldn't worry too much about a pair of grown men traveling together.
Do it. Find her husband. This will surely lead to a cryptozoological mystery with that extremely rare insect.
This sounds like police business. I'll help you find your husband.
Are you sure we have time to go chasing after bug hunters just now?
This is a little side thing. Sorry, no, hang on, no, hang on. I've given my word. I'm honor bound to uphold it.
If you say so.
I'm an honorable cop. I am very honorable.
Oh, thank you, officers. Truly, I'll be right here if you come across any sign of Morel.
So is your husband some kind of scientist?
Oh, yes. A zoologist. A cryptozoologist, to be more precise.
Oh no, he's into crypto. What's cryptozoology?
It's a pseudoscience that attempts to legitimize research into mythological beasts and urban legends.
Lieutenant sounds unimpressed.
That's one opinion, yes. And people are entitled to their opinions.
My apologies, ma'am. I did not mean to undermine your hobby.
It's not a hobby, dear. It's a subfield of zoology, one specializing in animal species that are so exceedingly rare that many assume them to be extinct or even fictitious.
Okay.
Searching for such species called cryptids is difficult and often thankless, and frankly, many scientists are too lazy to do it. Universities these days are rarely interested in supporting real research.
Right. So, okay. So they're into cryptids. Like Bigfoot. Okay, right. Okay, great. Good. Good. Tell me about morale, looks, character, your relationship with him.
Oh dear, I'm not sure where to begin.
What does your husband look like?
Well, his expression is slightly grumpy, but his eyes are always bright and curious, like a small boy's. And his palms are quite coarse from all the field work, but he's quite gentle.
You can't go around Revachol feeling grown men's hands. If you want to find her husband, you'll need more concrete information.
Okay, let's try again. Why didn't you try describing him as if he were one of your cryptids?
Oh, well, he's a bit shorter than you, but with a larger frame, and he has longish white hair, usually a bit uncombed. You might say wild, even.
Okay. There's like a short, fat dude with long white hair. Okay.
The lieutenant pulls out his notebook and begins jotting down the woman's description.
Thank you, Kim.
One other thing, he'll likely have all kinds of field gear on him, even if he's not out in the reeds, just in case.
How long have you been married?
We'll be celebrating our 16th anniversary this autumn.
Aww.
Not the most numerically satisfying anniversary, but I like the less obvious milestones even more somehow.
That's sweet. How do you two meet?
Via dating agency, I'm ashamed to say.
Huh.
I was looking to get back into the scene after recovering from my accident, and he'd just divorced.
Right.
We hit it off, and, well, here we are.
That's really sweet.
She's skipping over some important parts. Perhaps you'll find out more later.
I think I have all the information I need. Let's move on.
I hope I've been useful.
Tell me more about this rare insect your husband's looking for.
Oh, sweetie, it's fascinating. But I shouldn't bore you with entomological minutiae.
Oh, please do.
The lieutenant gives you a sideways glance.
No, I want to hear about this insect. I'm sorry, Kim. I want to hear about the bugs.
Well, it's a phasmid, technically, but...
Like a stick insect?
Oh, yeah. Here comes the interesting.
Where other phasmids imitate sticks or leaves, this one's a living reed.
Oh.
It disguises itself among the reeds here on the Insulindian coast.
Oh.
Hence its name, the Insulindian phasmid. Perhaps you'll end up co-discovering the phasmid with us officers.
Yeah, maybe.
There's a touch of awe in the way she enunciated the creature's name.
I was going to say, she's really into saying Insulindian phasmid.
I knew it. We're gonna be chasing made-up insects with cryptozoologists.
Isn't it great, Kim?
It's not made up, officer. I can assure you. It's simply elusive, so much so that most establishment zoologists doubt it exists at all.
What makes you think the phasmid's around here?
Well, some teenagers making out in the reeds saw one. They didn't know what it was, of course, but there was a brief article in a local newspaper about their encounter with a ghost insect that looks like the reeds. Gary sent us the clipping.
So a newspaper clipping is the evidence you have. That's your evidence.
Of course, most phasmid sightings turn out to be false alarms,
I
but their
bet.
description matched the Insular Indian phasmid perfectly, and they didn't even know what they were looking at.
So is it dangerous?
Not at all. Why else would it hide itself so carefully?
Is it valuable?
Oh, I doubt it. No one gets into cryptozoology for the money, sweetie.
Does it have any cool powers?
Yes, it can blend in almost perfectly among the reeds. It's how it stayed hidden all these years, centuries even.
Okay.
That's not special at all. Of course it blends in. Most insects do. You don't even have to be a stick insect for that.
Okay, what's so special about the stick book then?
Oh dear, I'm afraid I'm not explaining this very well. It is very special.
Why?
Morel can explain it all much better. I wish you could hear him describe it. Then you'd understand, I'm sure.
Maybe you could convince her to tell you about some cool cryptids. Yeah, maybe ones that aren't just stick insects.
Sometimes the most charming thing you can do is be reasonable in your requests.
Could you tell me about one, just one, of the more interesting cryptids? The Insular Indian phasmid was great.
I suppose you could use a break and I could use a distraction.
One cryptid, like you said. One. This can't turn into some kind of cryptid extravaganza. We have things to do.
Cryptid extravaganza, I like the sound of that, bro.
And I don't. Just one.
Okay.
Or he'll be disappointed in you.
No! I don't want to disappoint Kim!
Ooh, tough choice there.
What's the most dangerous cryptid?
The gnome of Jeroma.
The name of Jeroma. That sounds terrifying.
Oh, yes. None of its victims survived. Grieving relatives never even found their bodies because the gnome's venom dissolved organic tissue.
Holy shit! What does this cryptid look like?
It was reportedly a small creature with webbed fingers and a protruding forehead and a gangly little thing. Quite scary to look at.
Yeah.
A couple of campers found it when it was already dying. They heard an odd wailing in the woods and followed the sound. They were scared and wrapped it in tarpaulin to suffocate it.
Oh, Jesus.
It still took the gnome of Jeroma an entire day to die.
If the body of the creature was found, why aren't there detailed illustrations of it in science textbooks, confirming the existence of these very little species?
That's a good question, Kim.
Alas, the first scientist who got his hands on the creature's corpse put it in a jar of formaldehyde, thinking that would detoxify the gnome's venom.
Okay.
Instead, all the venom leaked out of the creature's teeth and into the surrounding liquid, dissolving the creature itself. A poetic end, perhaps, but a real loss for science.
Alas, always alas, and then it was gone. Isn't that overly convenient?
Seems very convenient they just disappeared and nothing like it was ever seen again, huh?
I understand your skepticism, but that's what happens with things that are rare and stand out. Their disappearance is most memorable, and they are least likely to be found again.
What's the tiniest cryptid?
Hey, you promised you'd only ask about one cryptid.
Right, okay. We can move on now. It would be dishonorable to renege on a promise.
He nods approvingly.
That's all for now, man. Alright. What's going on here? Who's this guy? Who are you?
A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be the Whirling's cook. As you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Garancy and Kubek. Okay, it's definitely not his name. Whatever you do, Please don't call him Goransi Quebec. Please. It's not funny.
Garancia. That's very good. That's very, very funny. All right. Hello, sir. Have you got any time for a few questions?
The man puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air.
You know what's behind that door? Point to the blue door.
He looks up at you, then looks away quickly, shrugging and muttering something to himself. Shrugging is an international sign for, no, I don't know what's behind that door.
That's true. Every time I shrug, that's what I'm trying to say. Leo said that you're friends with Manana. Is that true?
The mention of Manana gets his attention. He smiles and delivers a whole slew of unfamiliar words and lively gestures. Then he falls silent again.
What's that borscht you're making there? Point to the large pot.
The man says a couple of sentences in that strange language of his and then seems to wait for you to speak.
Yes. Nod.
Borscht need more vodka?
Oh!
Okay, so it's vodka that keeps the men happy and in good spirits. Clever move by the
Right. So they're spiking their stew. They're spiking their food to make them, like, drunk and happy. Interesting.
Of course, vodka. Now that makes a very, very special borscht indeed. Turn it up and then ask for some yourself. Turning it up seems like a dangerous idea, honestly. The place is a powder keg.
No vodka. Cut it.
The cook gives you a long, disappointed look, then turns the stove off and seems to wait for you to speak.
You got some impressive pots here, bro.
He smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots in turn.
I love this guy. This guy's cool. I don't think I need anything else. Stay masculine, bro. Stay masculine. Yo! Is this the twink? Let's talk to the twink.
Hi, gendarme. Another rendezvous.
Hello. I'm going to adjust my tie.
Hello, hello. So what brings you here?
What are you doing here?
Admiring the atmosphere. What about you, officer?
This is where I'm going to go down in history. I'm going to sing karaoke.
Really? Well, I look forward to that.
Tell me about that muscular type who came to investigate the crime.
Oh yes, let's see. He knocked on my door a few days after the lynching. I think he was going through the entire building, asking questions.
What did you tell him?
Nothing. That I didn't see anything.
He believed you?
Why shouldn't he?
Did you tell him about your friend?
What friend?
Your Sunday friend, the witness.
No, I don't think it came up.
What did this guy look like?
Muscular, handsome, strong, like one of those military types.
Okay. Oh, potentially one of the PMCs. Okay, so one of the PMCs came by to talk to this guy. Was he alone?
Yes, but he was speaking to someone on his earpiece.
His earpiece?
Yes, you know those tiny speaker microphones that fancy security guards sometimes wear.
What was he saying?
Just reporting back whatever I was telling him.
Besides muscular, did he have any other identifying traits?
Oh, let me think. He had an accent. He sounded like one of those mercenaries.
Okay, yeah, so he's definitely one of the PMCs.
He sounded vaguely Oranese. No, not vaguely, scratch that. He sounded definitely Oranese.
Right, which is, that's where the victim's from, where the guy who was lynched, he's from Irania. Interesting. Thanks for the info.
Sure. Anything else on your mind?
I met your Sunday friend.
You did? And how did you like him?
I didn't like him as much as I like you.
Oh, shoot. Why not?
What are you two?
Friends, I told you. Sunday friends. Friends who like to get together from time to time.
What does it mean, a Sunday friend?
That he won't be there when times get tough, I guess.
That even a friend?
It is. On Sundays.
Good line. Who is he?
A visitor from the first world. He's not like you and me, gendarme. He can always return.
Return where?
To his opportunities in Occident, Sur la Clé. Still, his coming and going brings some life to the village. Or is it just money? I don't know.
Why was he staying at your place in the middle of the night?
He has keys. And he likes the view. To the sea, I mean.
I don't want to talk about other people. I want to talk about you.
Hmm? What about me, gendarme?
He's so different. Okay,
Bye-bye, gendarme.
we're gonna put on composure clothes. I want to pass this composure check. Okay, so we're gonna get rid of these shoes. We're gonna put on our old shoes. This gives us composure. Do we have anything else that gives us composure? Oh yeah, regular black jeans. Hey, that's actually quite a good look. Check it out. Nice. Totally normal for a normal guy. Anything else that gives composure? Nothing. That's a shame. Oh?
Hear that? Magnesium. That's what you're lacking. The lack of magnesium has you slouched.
There's a lack of magnesium in me.
Yes, and it's critical. Look at yourself. You're practically devolving into a fish due to the lack of magnesium in your bloodstream.
I need to mag it up?
You need to get so magged up. You've probably had 2 heart attacks and a minor stroke already. And the only prescription is insane amounts of magnesium.
Delicious.
1 stroke? Don't be so modest. He's having one right now.
You're saying I need to become a magnesium-based life form?
Yes. If you want to live, you need to evolve. You need to transcend the carbon barrier. Go to the apothecary and buy insane amounts of magnesium. It will reverse the damage to your circulatory system.
It's very funny. It says magnesium-based life form. I love the thoughts in this game. They're very good.
Hi again, gendarme.
Hi. Let's do a composure check. Let's try and figure this out. He's so different. What is it about the way he carries himself?
Could he be a member of the homosexual underground?
Homosexual underground?
Yes, this man is definitely one of the homos. I've seen them homos with my own eyes.
Are you a part of the homosexual underground?
The homosexual underground?
The smoker sits up immediately, his eyes wide, with amused surprise. A honeyed smile lingers on his lips.
Why, yes, I am, officer. Why? Do you want to investigate?
Yes, I want to hear more about this homosexual underground you're a part of.
Oh, it's a pleasure group. A sub rosa pleasure group congregating in cellars under the cover of night. Saturday night. Sometimes even Friday night.
What about Thursday night?
Or Thursday night. Sometimes the congregating doesn't even end. It carries on into our daily life.
Good God, can you imagine such a thing? But why do you convene? What do you do?
Oh, we're ambitious. We want to destroy the last vestiges of meaning. The last things people in Rebishol have to hold on to. The true symbols of security. The meaning of man and woman, mother and father. Their marriage. Everything will be constantly shifting and moving under our rule. The future will belong to a circus of identities just spinning around, surreal and unreal. You won't even know who you are anymore.
Well, I like knowing who I am.
But do you also like the razzle-dazzle of gold?
I do.
Do you like parties and discos and having fun under the vibrant lights of Saturday night?
I do.
Because instead of the traditional family unit, we're going to have all this razzmatazz. And mysteries, of course, too. Mysteries of sexual nature, very esoteric. And disco music and drugs.
I love the fact that he says he wiggles his hands. Rasmussen, that he does jazz hands. That's great. I do like disco. Maybe I should get into this homosexual underground.
You can't just get into it. You have to be born into it.
What?
One is either already in the homosexual movement or forever excluded from it.
What if I can't remember if I'm in it or not? What if I can't remember about my life aside from the fact that I like disco?
Beautiful. Beautiful. That's exactly what we're looking for. Who knows? Maybe you were homosexual in the past. Maybe all of that has been repressed.
Oh.
I have to say that you do look like someone who might be part of the underground. You have that very distinctive, I can't understand what's going on here look.
This is gonna be like a 20-hour mind project for me. Like 20 hours at least.
Absolutely wonderful.
The homosexual underground. We're getting that right now. We're putting this in right now. Get this in our head. We're gonna unlock a new slot. Homosexual underground. You see mysterious strangers in the night, leaning against unlit doorways, engaged in hushed conversations. A shadowy cabal exchanging looks, whispering in dark alleys and unmarked locales. A radical cell conspiring against the state and perhaps even against men and women. Was it a secret handshake? What's going on? Who are these secretive people? How will they accomplish their sinister, world-altering goals? And most importantly, are you one of them? You could be. Maybe you forgot. Internalize. Let's figure out if we're a member of the homosexual underground. Magnesium-based life form. No shakes. So -1 shivers. Generally understood that human beings are carbon-based organisms, fusing little carbon tubes together to form complex, mushy structures capable of thought, love, and locomotion. It is also known that these structures sometimes like to take the edge off by consuming ethanol, amphetamine, etc. In such cases, it is important to supplement your own body with magnesium. Tired? Maggot. Down? Maggot. Liver damage? Maximum mag. Some people say magnesium doesn't really do anything. You need to quit. What do we tell them? Mag it up, baby. Mag it up. Okay, we're going to talk to these guys in a second. Right now, we just need to go talk to the union boss. We've got things to ask him, just real quick before we get into interviewing the dock workers. Let's go to River Shore. Okay, let's go for a run. Let's go for a run. There's so many things to do in this game. There's like so much to do. While we're having a run, how are we all doing today? Are we all having a good day? Are we enjoying the weather today? We taking it easy? Hey, the shipping container's still there.
You're back before the cargo container. Its drawer has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
I want to know what's in there. I want to know what's in that cargo container so fucking bad. You have no idea. Hello? Aha! It's the guy. Hello?
Mr. Dubois, every worker...
Member of the board?
That's right, Mr. Dubois. I see the socialist democratic fervor now burns in your heart, too. How can I help you today?
I opened the door you asked me to. Can we discuss the murder now?
I'm very glad to hear that, Harry. One question. You didn't actually happen to stumble in and see what's inside the apartment, did you?
I may have gone inside and seen a collection of racist mugs.
Just as I thought. Culturally antiquated mug collection. What a weasel. Pissing on Everart's Rainbow Coalition.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Now let's get down to brass tacks. It's time for men like me and you to figure out who's killed who and why. Real police work is gonna start happening now. I promise you, Harry, this is gonna be good.
The mug collection I mentioned was in the apartment. I found a similar mug in the trash with the hangman's clothes.
Racist mugs in the trash and in the apartment? You guys are just light years ahead of me.
He grabs his head with both hands. I love this guy.
I have so much confidence in the ability of your organization. I'm relieved you're doing this and leaving me to do what I do best, helping people. with the power of politics.
Yes, yes. Do you think this weasel is somehow connected to the murder?
Oh, no. I don't cross paths like that. All I want is for you to succeed in your investigation. I would never complicate things for you.
This weasel might have cleaned up after the killers.
Believe me, Harry, he's a nobody. Just your basement variety nobody. Can't imagine him being connected to a high-caliber case like this.
Right.
But he does live nearby. Maybe it's a pedantic weasel. Fascists are known to be neat freaks. I feel like a real detective right now, Harry. Am I getting this right?
Great technique. You'll make for a great sergeant.
Would he? I'm not so sure about it.
Oh, you're too kind, Harry. Way too kind. I know I'm not a real police officer. You are.
I've heard about a connection between the lynching and the strike, and I'd like to hear what you know about it.
By now, I'm sure you've figured out who the dead man was working for. The bad guys. Wild Pines. Sent to scare us. Another violent measure of the top hats against us flatcaps.
I'm listening.
Harry, this strike is the culmination of many, many mistakes made by the Wild Pines group. They tried to shut the strike down by sending in armed mercenaries.
You mean our victim?
A security contractor? Can you imagine that? Workers standing in peaceful protest, united in the spirit of fellowship, and they send hired killers to mow us down with machine gun fire?
He performs a motion as if spraying bullets from a machine gun.
I'm talking beasts. Hardened killers from proxy wars in Yesut, Semenine, Sadamoritsa, you name it, they've done it. Raping, killing, burning villages, killing little children for the Senorita Pineapple Company, Harry. Everything they did there, they brought over here. They want to turn Revachol into a third world slum. Honestly, the only thing they didn't do is kill the village elephant.
Oh, and you have a village elephant?
No, Harry, the elephant is metaphorical and so is the village, but the mercs and their brutality are very real.
Right. Go on.
Now, I haven't personally witnessed the brutalities out there. I have the luxury of staying in my container, you see. If I need to go somewhere, they just move my container.
Wait, they moved the container with you in it?
Yes, I'm an old man, Harry. My legs aren't what they used to be. They lift my office with that big crane. It's actually very fun. You should try it.
It does sound fun.
But enough about me and my fun container. The killers the company hired, I think there were 3 of them, all hardened commando types.
3 of them. Okay.
One of them got downright suicidal, getting drunk, violent, a little rapey. Even their own negotiator couldn't control him. That's your boy, the one who likes hanging out and trees.
Holy shit, Efrat.
By negotiator, you mean Joyce?
Harry, what you need to realize is, we dock workers are not pushovers.
It's really interesting how he doesn't directly address Kim. It's like he sees that we're the weakling. He knows that if he talks to Kim, he's going to be talking to like a brick wall. Like he will get nowhere with Kim. But he sees us as being a weak link. So he's leaning on us instead.
We got grit, Harry. This whole neighborhood does. Push us hard enough and we push back. And when we do, we push to kill.
Right.
An entire neighborhood of killers.
Wait, the whole neighborhood is in on it?
Potentially, Harry, potentially. We got arm wrestling champions, rowing club people, ex-coal miners, tough guys, all ready to spring into action for their home base.
Who exactly did the pushing?
There's a militant wing inside the Union. A group of people whose duties don't involve manual labor, but peacekeeping in the neighborhood, making sure everything runs smoothly.
That sounds a bit like organized crime.
Just a tiny bit, yeah, logic.
They're like you guys. Idealistic people who want to make sure bad things don't happen. And if they already have, well, punishment must follow.
Again, that sounds like organized crime.
So these idealists killed our victim?
One day Titus Hardie, leader of this peacekeeping faction, comes up to me and says, "Boss, socialist democratic fervor drove us to take it upon ourselves to kill this beast that was burdening the land. He probably worded it differently, but that was the idea. Sure sounded to me like they killed him. I gave them 2 weeks paid leave and told them to lay low to avoid retaliation.
Right.
Aren't you worried we might arrest them for this?
Oh, I'm not at all worried about that. These are not the kind of men who get arrested. They're Martinez boys, tough and gritty. I'd like to see the man who takes them in. Besides, I sent my lawyer girl to look after them.
Right. So they've potentially hanged somebody or shot somebody, knowing that the cops won't be able to touch them. There are a lot of armed, tough dudes, and they know that the cops are spread way, way too thin to deal with them. Right.
He places a lot of faith in that lawyer girl. Perhaps this is a tactical error? Anyway.
There's a bullet in the hangman's head.
So they shot him?
He sounds pleasantly surprised.
He was shot in the head before he was hanged.
How odd. I don't know what to say, Lieutenant. They told me they hanged him. A hanged man is what I saw when I took a look into that yard.
Well, you said you didn't look in the yard.
What I do know is, the case is in safe hands. If anyone can get to the bottom of this shot and hanged man, it's my 2 little policemen. Godspeed, policeman.
How do you know the mercenaries were hired by the shipping company?
How do I know? Let me tell you about these people. That's their MO. It's what they do. Last winter, some poor workers in Terminal E went on a little strike. The company sent in Sediment, a security contractor. The strike was over the workers' right to wear protective footwear, Harry. These guys turn up and start beating people. Tell you what, Harry, I wouldn't be surprised if we got the same mercenary company after a little rebranding. And I'm sure as hell not surprised to see an army of scabs under my gates.
Right.
So you believe the scabs were organized by the security contractor?
You said it. Hell, one of those guys looks big enough to take down that proverbial elephant.
Ah.
Boys like that don't just happen to show up during strikes.
The name of the company is Crenell this time. It might have been said before.
Of course. You're always one step ahead of me, Harry. I'm no genius. I'm in this position because people like me.
The remaining mercenaries are organizing a tribunal to take on the Hardies.
Tribunal? That sounds serious, Harry. We Union men should be shitting ourselves. I wish you hadn't told me that. I'm gonna lose sleep over this. Let's change the subject.
Why are you grinning?
He's clearly happy about the tribunal.
You don't seem to be worried about it.
Oh, Harry, what do I really think about the tribunal? You're trying to climb to second base with old Everard before you've even courted him properly.
He wants you to do more things for him before.
Right. You mentioned a lawyer girl.
Oh, Liz is a bright one. I paid for that law degree myself, thinking it'll probably turn her all fancy. But hell, Harry, she came back a firebrand socialist. Sometimes she scares me with her zeal.
Tell me about Titus Hardie and his crew.
Oh, they are simply fine young men, all 7 of them. Exemplary union members, always working to advance their position in the local socialist democratic movement. Core members. Old Theo used to run them, but things really kicked into gear when Titus took the reins and named the group after himself. Gotta love his initiative.
So Theo is the old leader. Okay. Theo. Gotta remember that.
Interesting. Who's second in command?
They're almost all of them great guys, born leaders. Whatever happened, I'm sure they only had the best interests of Martinez and Revachol in mind.
Okay.
Work with them. Hell, interview them. But don't fight them. They really are just like you. Men who like beer, women, and some order on the streets.
Where can I find them?
You know what, Harry? I got a feeling they're gonna show up in full force tomorrow.
The lieutenant marks something in his notebook.
Okay. In the future, I could use your backing. Could I ask the Hardie Boys to cooperate? Sorry, can you ask the Hardie Boys to cooperate?
But of course! It's the least I can do for my good friend Harry. I'll do it right after we've concluded this talk.
Okay.
When you meet this Titus, tell him about this. See what he has to say.
Gotcha.
Also, Harry, here's 5 real.
Wait, why are you giving this to me?
I'm not giving you anything. I'm just holding out 5 real.
Needless to say, this is another move. Don't take it.
I don't need it. I only wanted to eat out with the Hardie Boys.
Oh, I wasn't offering it to you, just holding it out there. But I'm willing to share information. Was there anything else?
I love how sleazy Everard Clare is. He's such a scumbag. He's just the sleaziest son of a bitch. He's so good. What a good guy. Good talk. Let's conclude for now.
Was it a good talk? I'm not sure we made much headway here. I was hoping we'd bust the case wide open. Heck, I even wanted to tell you what I really want to achieve with the strike.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what happened, Harry. I wanted you to feel like Mr. Martinez. And of course, I also wanted you to find your gun. But it's like I can't completely trust you. Yet.
Yet?
Yes, Harry. It's like I can't fully trust you if you're not a man of the left. I want to, but I just can't.
A man of the left. So you have to be a social democrat. He's been hurt too much in the past by men who aren't social democrats.
What's that supposed to be? I'm more left than you are.
You're saying it, but I don't believe you. You know how it is, company snitches, agent provocateurs everywhere. I'm barricaded in this fortress of mine, and I need to get a message out. Will you help me?
And what would this entail?
Once again, I require nothing unethical or illegal of you.
Okay.
You just need to get 2 little signatures on this piece of paper, and then mail it to my accountant in La Delta.
Okay, this sounds like sleazy as fuck. Kim, what do you think of this?
It depends. I don't think what we just got from Mr. Clare was very useful.
But, he thinks, it's your call.
As I said, it weighs on me heavily. But once we get really talking, well, I'm going to hand you the keys to Martinez, and maybe even help you figure out who's behind this killing.
What are the signatures for?
I'm glad you asked, Harry. The Union is going to build a modern youth centre in Martinez. It will be righteous. We're going to get those teenagers off drugs and on roller skates.
Okay.
There's a nameless little street on the coast with some old houses around it. Most people have already signed. I just need 2 more signatures to get this mission off the ground, Harry.
So Everard Clare's trying to build a youth centre. That doesn't sound bad. Where is this place exactly?
On the coast, Harry, across the canal. There's a cul-de-sac there, a little village they're calling it. A gloomy place. You'll find it. I trust your detective skills, Harry.
Huh.
Water drips from the eaves. A woman looks at her freshly tarred skiff. There's a pair of cavalry boots under the fish in the box, and the wind howls like a vicious spirit.
What will happen to the current occupants?
They are just going to have to deal with the construction noise for 6 months, and then they'll be living like kings. Right next to a fancy new youth centre, designed by the best architects from Stella Marie.
Right, okay, if I happen to be there, I can ask them.
You bring joy to my heart, Harry. Such a pleasure to be working with you. Here, you need to get signatures from Isabel Sadie and Lillian Carter. The cul-de-sac is right past the pawn shop and across the canal. I heard there was some trouble with the water lock, but it should be fixed now.
Ooh, okay.
Once you have the signatures, mail this to 13022 La Rocca in La Delta. Then I'll know you're a solid socialist.
I did it, Everard. I turned it off.
What?
The shady brew. You told me to make it even shadier. I didn't. It had alcohol on it. Now there's no alcohol.
Did I? Well done then, Harry. I like not knowing about it, and I'm sure you made the right call. I spend the whole day delegating tasks, and it's a great relief to see people taking initiative. I don't even want to know what all of that means. Brew, shady, alcohol, turned off. I'm going to let the world surprise me.
Okay, Everard, I'm going to leave now, but we might talk again later.
See you soon, Debardeur. Just kidding, but not too much.
Ha 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 ha. What's this?
Fairweather T500.
Oh, thought.
Remember that weakness you were looking for in the ceramic armor? Like, maybe it can only stop small, fast projectiles, but a large, slow-moving pry bar would shatter it? Or, if I run an electrical current through it, maybe it will melt. Or, personal favorite, frequency something something radio weapon? None of that would work. You need to shoot the part of the enemy that doesn't have Fair with a T500 on it, because the armor itself is invulnerable. Good news is, so are the armor pieces on you.
That's really cool. Okay, so it is actually like basically invincible armor. Bonus thought, +2 to hand-eye coordinations against enemies wearing FT500 armor. Interesting. So if we ever have to fight someone who's in this armor, we're going to be better at taking them down. Okay, good to know. Very, very good to know. Okay, I'm just going to briefly pause. I need to go get myself a top up. It's really hot. I'm quite thirsty. So I'm just going to very quickly throw up the drink break screen. I'm going to go get myself a cheeky Coke. I would encourage everyone else to go get a drink as well. It's a hot day, so make sure you stay hydrated. Wait, hang on. There's been a bunch of chat happening. Wait, why isn't my chat coming through on my phone? What's going on? Hang on. What the fuck? I'm really sorry, folks. I didn't realize that there was chat happening. For some reason, my chat wasn't updating. I am so sorry. Let me have a look through what people have been saying. What the fuck? Something, something, Shah, something big. Right. Of course, the purple twink speaks RNEs. Very good. Saying home of sexual. Me when cuddling a man. I'm destroying the establishment. My day's been okay. My parents asked me, made an executive decision without asking me, and that sucks. That stinks. That stinks. I think he mentioned the Vic was suicided, which lends credence to the placement of the gunshot wound. Yeah, it could have been self-inflicted, actually. That's a really, really good point. By the way, my message is coming through. Can you see me? I can see you now. For some reason, your messages weren't loading. That was really strange. Super weird. I'm glad to know that. Because I was like, oh, chat's really quiet. I guess people are just really engrossed. But no, it's just that my chat wasn't updating. Right. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go get a drink. If everyone else wants to go get a soft drink as well, that would be a great time. And it'll be like 2 minutes, okay? Be right back, folks. I'm gonna pop in some music while I'm gone. Bye-bye. Hey, exactly bang on 2 minutes. That's amazing. Wow. Making great time. Literally just ran to the kitchen, poured myself a Coke, and then I'm back. Hey there, folks. I am here. I am back. Hey there. Also, hi there, Diego. I didn't say hi to you earlier. I didn't see your messages, but welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a great day. I don't know about you, but it is crazy hot here today. Like crazy hot for the UK. Also, yeah, Kim like just insulting Lena is just wild. Just so wild. Thank you very, very much for the welcome, someone. I do appreciate it. Let's get boogieing. Oh yeah, so the other day when I was on stream, I was like, oh, I'm gonna get, it's gonna be the last time I'm streaming with this microphone because I've ordered a new one. And I thought that was true. I thought I'd ordered a new microphone. I bought something on Prime Day. It was like a Rode microphone. Like a good mic, something that will finally be good audio quality. And I was like, oh, it hasn't arrived yet. Why not? So I went onto my Amazon to check like the tracking on it. And it turns out it was just in my basket. I didn't buy it. So I'm really upset with myself. I'm so cross with myself. Ridiculously upset. Maybe we should talk to this guy. We should talk to the big dude. Because this guy is like probably one of the mercenaries, right? What do we think? Should we talk to this guy? So we do have to interview the Hardie Boys. Maybe we should talk to this guy as well before we speak to the Hardies. I'm not sure. Fuck it, let's do it.
Went native on the chief, huh? Those ballerina antics were reckless. Should have just punched him in the throat again.
Wrong. You did the right thing with Measurehead. The ballerina antics won you the fight.
Huh. Let's talk about our right to work.
Who are all these strike breakers?
Honest men and women with rights to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate interests. We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If union fucks don't want work, they ought to let in those who do want work.
I have a question. Why do all these men follow your leadership?
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were given a job to do!
You've been talking to him for quite a while now. Something is off with this guy. Ask him where he's from.
Yeah, no, we're just going to go straight into it. Are you a mercenary hired by Wild Pines?
Hell no. I'm just an honest scab. I won't have talk like that around here. You understand?
His neck muscles tense up. The veins on his neck bulge.
Say very quietly. Is there a tribunal being convened by any chance?
Fucking Bob. How about you fuck off now, huh?
Okay, of course.
There could be weapons aiming at us right now. Somewhere above, in the buildings. The other merc. Don't push this, he's thinking. This is not the time.
Okay.
The man's breathing steadies, but his eyes are still narrow. Slowly, he's trying to get his right to work dance back on.
I think you might be able to help me decipher these tattoos. I'm going to show him the photo.
Don't think so.
Suddenly, this feels like a really, really bad idea.
Who is your colonel? Give him the photo.
Wordless, he takes the photo and looks at it. Grey eyes dart back and forth. On the glossy surface, his face is unmoving, hard as a stone, but beneath it,
Fucking loincloths. Really did him in.
Loincloths?
Yeah.
he's clenching his teeth. There is silent pressure behind them.
Can you tell me what the tattoo means?
What it means.
He points to one tiny star on the web of lines away from the man's heart, almost on his stomach.
I can tell you what this one means. Only one. You want to hear what happened here?
Yeah, sure.
Our colonel is deep in the bush here. Deep in the fucking bush. In Benital, 41. Monsoon season. He's on a reconnaissance mission.
Okay.
He spent a month behind enemy lines, scouting kipped villages. Nothing but fucking bugs and snakes for fun. Men are getting restless. There's talk of switching employers.
He licks his lips as if drunk suddenly.
With some strange emotion. This is about to get really graphic. Last moment to back off.
Okay. I'm really pleased that it said this. Okay. I have never heard this dialogue before, but I know what it is. Personally, I don't think it's something that I can deal with, because it contains some really horrible descriptions about a sexual assault, and I just don't want to hear that. I really, really don't want to hear that. But yeah, he's done some bad stuff. I don't want to do this dialogue. I'm really sorry. I'm not gonna let him speak. I am gonna cut him off at this point. I am very pleased that they include basically a trigger warning in the game. We aren't gonna listen to this. I'm really sorry, folks. If you want to listen to this, there should be videos on YouTube. But this is something that I just can't personally deal with. Okay? Okay. Actually, no. Take the photo back. You knew him, right?
What's the matter, militia man? No stomach for it? This man was worth 1,000 loincloths. We're done talking here.
Because this game is letting you back off, so it's valid. Don't worry. Don't be sorry for it. Yeah, no, it's okay. I'm just really happy that the game has those options in it. And I love the fact that its pain threshold is like, yeah, this is about to get really bad. This is your last chance to back out if you want to.
I think we should maybe even get going now.
There is absolutely no need to push this any further.
We're going to leave now. Okay, so that did really confirm that this guy is a mercenary, that he's one of the Wild Pines mercenaries. Oh yeah, time to get our mag on, baby. We're gonna get all magged up. Gonna get seriously magged, baby. Okay, I think now's the time. I think now's the time that we interview the folks from the dock workers. Let's put our big boy boots on. Yeah, that's a strong look. That's a strong look, son. He says, I feel they mostly want you to back off because there are 2 warning dialogues before getting the most graphic line. Yeah. It's something that I know of the line. I've never actually personally heard it, but I've had a friend who's played this game a lot more than I have, has said, hey, this is one section you need to be careful of. I was like, okay, fully understood. And it was, my friend, she was like, yeah, when you start hearing a military dude talking about the jungle, just back out. I was like, okay, gotcha. It's the gardener. Look.
Let me handle this.
The woman says to the crowd in the mess hall before turning to you.
Detective disorientated. Are you still wondering where you are? This is Martinez, in case you've forgotten. I advise you not to overstay your welcome.
Her entire character has shifted. This young woman is cold as ice.
You're the gardener?
No, I am not a gardener. I'm a legal counselor for the Dock Workers Union.
Oh shit! You're the lawyer!
So let's get to it. You're looking for Titus Hardie? You think he has information that will help you? Maybe he does.
Points to the man on her right.
That's Titus. Talk to him. But know this. I'll be keeping an eye on you. No strong arming. Nothing official. The District of Martinez does not recognize your authority to make arrests.
Yeah, that's probably wise. We'd get our shit pushed in if we tried.
It doesn't matter if you recognize our authority. We will make an arrest if we have to.
We'll need a lot of backup, though, if we will.
She says nothing. Her glare speaks for her. Could this be the Miss Beaufort that Easy Leo mentioned? The one Mr. Everard sent to law school?
What's your role in this?
Like I already told you, I'm a legal counselor. Do you have hearing problems?
Are you Lizzie Elizabeth Miss Beaufort?
I suggest not wasting time on trivial pleasantries and focusing on why you are actually here. Titus Hardie.
She points to the tall man by the table.
You caught her off guard. Push her some more.
Easy Leo told me about you. He likes to talk a lot.
You are not here to chat up the legal counsel. You are here to question these men.
You set the pace and the topic of these conversations here. Establish that.
Did Mr. Everard send you to law school?
I represent the union and these men here. Don't make this personal.
Okay.
A very minor victory.
What if I want to talk to you, not Titus?
What you want is of no significance, officer. Don't test your authority. In Martinez, you are no one.
I saw what you were thinking. You want to say, what are you going to do to me? Don't. Just because it's in your head doesn't mean you have to say it. You will not lose out on anything good by not saying it.
I love that, but it's very rare for authority and volition to be in agreement on stuff. But it's very, very funny. Why are you so aggressive?
Aggressive? You make your living enforcing violence. These people are just dock workers.
So you were spying on us, and now you represent murder suspects. Just dock workers. We've talked to Everard Clare. We know who these men are. The union's militant wing.
Listen, you moral intern lackeys. You're a mob, enforcing the unlawful privatization of Revachol. 20 fat men in the Occident are stealing it all, and you're their bodyguards.
Fuck yeah.
So ask what you came to ask, or get back to your commanders.
Holy shit. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to try and poke the bear a little bit. I like that. Good stuff. Let's take it a step further. Well, how about an armed uprising? What are your union's plans?
Look, a comedian. Do your job, ask your questions, then get out of Martinez.
Yeah, she's right. Like, we are representatives. We're given our authority by a foreign occupying force.
Strange. It's as if people don't believe a cop could be a socialist revolutionary.
I should talk to Titus then. Alright then, Titus Hardie. How you doing, bro? Let's do this.
This is where you say your bed.
A broad-shouldered man points at you with a beer can. Oh my god, he's really tall.
Detective.
We're not going to say anything just yet. Let's size this guy up.
Hey, dipshit. You hard of hearing or something? The boss man's talking to you.
We need to talk about the man hanged out back.
Oh, this is about him. A real looker, that one.
Well, shucks.
You sure took your time, huh? Waited for him to get real ripe and pretty for you.
Oh, he was a real pretty boy. Hanging up there, letting out that pretty boy smell.
I can't for the life of me understand why you did it. I mean, I would have just left him up there. You must really like cleaning up other people's shit.
You might want to start asking your questions now. It's not going to get better than this.
Do a head count first. Connect these men to the tracks you saw in the yard. Chances are they're going to match.
Yes! Thank you, visual calculus.
Starting from the right. Boot size 44. Blonde man in his 30s. Overbearingly masculine. Sitting on his right. Standard working boots. Size 45 or 46. Eldest in the room. Probably mid-50s. Smoker. Quiet.
Theo, this is the old leader. This is the old leader of the militant arm of the Union. Interesting. So he's like an old guy.
Across at the other table. Hobnailed working boots. Size 43. Gang tattoos. Mesk or Sarah Mauritian in his late 30s, early 40s. A symmetric burn on his neck, resembling the letters Loss Loss. Has he tried to burn it off? Leave that life behind?
Interesting.
And then, standard working boot. Steel reinforced toes. Size 46. The big dick. Wide at the shoulders and lean at the hips. Rugby cap. Fingerless gloves. And numerous scars. A little under 40. The emblem on his vest says Rowing Club. A little patch below it reads T. Hardie, Captain. In the far corner, standard working boot. Steel reinforced toes. Size 44. 40-something. Non-alcoholic beverage in hand. You squint. Is that a plectrum?
Eugene. So he doesn't drink. Interesting.
On his neck. Forget it. It's not important. Let's call this one the musician.
Musician, okay. And the little guy?
Size 41. With the light step. Not a child, after all. An older man with a rat face, mean, watery eyes, and 2 front teeth missing.
Gotcha.
In the middle, heaving and wheezing. Big guy. Boot size 46. Deep marks. Probably carried the victim over. He, alone, is 130 kilos. Add the man in armor, and you could easily exceed 220.
Gotcha, right. So this is the guy who carried the corpse.
In conclusion, these 7 are the actors on the crime scene. The footprints were theirs, but there's a discrepancy.
Yes! There's someone missing. Where's Oddsole, the lady driver?
Exactly. The missing lady driver who was running the drug trade. Does it mean the Hardie Boys are involved in the drug trade as well?
Not necessarily. The lady driver could have kept the drug trade secret. This would fit what Joyce told us, but I don't want to make any simple. Yeah, we're going to go with that.
Maybe. But hey, you've stood there for about 4 seconds, not saying anything. Now is a good time to hit them with questions. Where's the 8th Hardie?
Yeah, let's knock this guy off guard immediately.
The fuck is with you, fella?
The hanged man in the backyard. Did you do it?
The pretty boy. You guys really love talking about that pretty boy.
Funny. But my partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you.
We spoke to the head of the union.
Evrard?
Yeah, him.
And what did he tell you? That we killed him? That we took a cargo belt from the harbor? Went out back? and used it to hang him. Because we did. All of us together. I hope he told the story straight.
Aha!
Well.
Aha! So you just confessed to murder?
Goddamn right.
No. These 7 honest men have equally come forth. They told you what happened so that you don't waste any more of your time.
So you just murdered him like that, no remorse?
How many people have you sent to the Shays? Ever felt remorse for them?
Or send them to Reunion to rot?
For 20 years. For life.
He says it as if it were worse than dying. Look, I'm just doing my job, man, that's all. No, what we do is different. We enforce the law. You just kill people like it's nothing.
But you see, a lawman, is something people agree upon. And here in Martinez, we agreed that this man had to die.
Okay. Who called the shots that night?
Are you deaf? There will be no singling anyone out. You can't arrest a Hardie Boy without arresting all Hardie Boys.
Someone says, man, and here I thought pointing a big red arrow at Titus with a thumbnail calling him a killer was a bit of a spoiler, but it's actually straight up true. Yeah, he comes out and goes, I killed him. I did a hanging. Yeehaw!
Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could arrest them all?
No, but seriously, who calls the shots around here?
Who do you fucking think does?
Everett Clare. He runs the union. You answered him, right?
You keep him the fuck out of this. We have autonomy. It's all on us. Everard runs the union. I run the Hardie Boys.
When the shit starts spinning, it will not land on Mr. Clare.
Right.
That's the deal here. The Fixer will ignore the notion completely, focusing on Titus's culpability.
Gotcha.
When Titus Hardie says he runs the Hardie Boys, he means that in an administrative capacity. On that night, everyone acted as one man.
Right, gotcha. Elizabeth's constantly chiming in, being like, yeah, no. It's a collective action. And collective murder is a lot easier to, a lot harder to prove in a court of law. Much, much harder. When does hanging occur?
You don't have to keep answering his questions.
I know, Lizzie. Relax. We killed him last Sunday night.
How long had
Seemed like a good way to end the week.
How long had you known the victim?
Known him? We don't associate with scum like that, asshole.
Yeah! Who do you think we are?
Yeah!
Quiet. He came around about 3 weeks ago when that Pines cow first sailed into town. Happy?
Yeah, that's a good answer, thank you.
By the Pines cow, you mean Joyce Messier, the representative for White Pines? The same company you are striking against?
No. I mean the Pines cow. The stupid-ass cow they sent in to fuck us over. But you know what?
He rubs his chin, pretending to mull it over.
Why don't you ask her about the pretty boy? I'm sure she has interesting things to say when you ask her hard enough.
That's enough insinuation for today, Titus. Officer, your interview is drawing to an end. Don't waste your last questions.
Why did you kill him?
Why? 'Cause he was worthless mercenary scum. And he stepped out alive in my town.
That he was a mercenary, that's it.
And he stepped out of line.
Right.
What kind of mercenary?
The kind that shows up when you start a strike. The experienced kind, too. Had Cohoy and Semenine written all over him. Ex-Oranese Special Forces.
Someone says, I love how quiet Titus speaks. Very intimidating without being laughably tryhard. Yeah, it's believable. It's absolutely believable. Just someone who is like, he doesn't have to pretend to be a tough guy. He just is. Just extremely gravelly. Great. Really, really good.
A live grenade. Right here in our bar.
I can't prove it, but I know he was sent by the Wild Pines. They hire merc shit like that. Story of every strike from here to Samara.
Hold on, how do you know he was in the Special Forces?
Cause one night he walked straight up to the mic and said, "I'm on these goddamn Special Forces, and I'm gonna fuck you all."
I believe you.
Really?
Yeah, really. Had a gin and tonic up there, sang some R&E's paratrooper song, and said he's gonna fuck everyone.
We couldn't believe it either, but he fucking did, right there. Like some kind of animal.
That's wild. Holy shit. So he came into this bar, like a union workers bar. That's bonkers. Right, but what did he do that was actually wrong?
Wrong? He harassed women, raped one, harassed workers, threatened to kill some as a warning.
Wiped spittle from his mouth.
There's slight unease in him suddenly. He regrets mentioning the rape.
Why does he regret mentioning?
To kill us all, if we don't open the gates, if we don't let the scabs in, if we don't bend over. And that was before he started coming here.
Yeah, he said it was his favorite joint now. Started to come in here every night. Drinking, grabbing girls. Grabbed one of ours mid-karaoke, right there on the stage.
He grabbed someone?
The lieutenant is trying to make sense of this flood of information. Yeah, it's a lot to take in here.
Yeah, this girl's on the mic. A beautiful girl, young. Gets into the second verse of Lover Lake. The fucker grabs her legs, starts screaming. "Show me your cunt! Why don't you show me your cunt?" Then, he gets knocked on the head with a wine bottle. Doesn't even fall down.
Was this the same girl who was sexually assaulted? Raped, you said.
Aren't you fucking listening? My man is talking to you. He took care of it. They got the girl out before anything else could happen.
So this isn't the same person. This guy's an asshole. This mercenary was a bastard.
Yeah, me and Eugene got her out. Aren't you fucking listening?
Right, but who did he rape then? Like, this is a really serious allegation.
No. You're not getting the name. That's a Martinez matter. And I'm not discussing it with you clowns.
Okay, so he's protective of the victim. Okay. How did you kill him?
We hanged him up by his neck until he got real still. Wasn't that obvious, copper?
Didn't they teach you anything at the cop school, idiot?
You're pretty sure you've had at least 2 years of cop school and many more of active service.
I went to cop school.
Certainly enough to not put up with this backsass. Deliver a knockdown observation.
Okay, now you listen to me, Sonny Jim. The autopsy showed the victim's hands weren't tied. No signs of struggle. Explain this and I'll make it real simple.
Look, I'm not gonna play 20 questions with you, capo. I'll say it again. We killed him.
Interesting.
Yeah, I knocked him out. Came up behind him and clapped him in the back of the head. He went down like a sack of sand.
This guy that you said that got hit in the head with a wine bottle and didn't even flinch while he was drunk.
That's right, lawman. And then we hanged the fuck.
Make them a bit more uncomfortable first. Then see if it all adds up.
Mr. Tats, what did you use to knock the victim out?
My fucking elbow, copper. Samaran boxing style.
Okay. Where did all this action take place?
Right fucking here. Eugene already told you that the fuck had started coming to our bar.
Yeah, man. Weren't you listening?
I was trying to. Things aren't quite right here, are they? Yeah, let's make a composure check.
Titus is solid as a rock, and so are a few others. But
first, tell me who's solid.
Elaine, who looks like he might be Titus's right-hand man, the least antsy of the bunch. Definitely not his first time being questioned by the police.
Yeah.
This little rat-faced fellow is solid, too. Always fidgety, yes, but no change there. Him neither. Mostly keeps to his tomato juice, or whatever he's got there.
Who's cracking under pressure? This one. He's sweating profusely and has difficulty breathing. They've smartly kept him out of the conversation thus far. Definitely the weakest link in the chain.
A single sentence would wear him out. He can't take the length of the questioning. Keep it going long enough, and he'll crack.
Hey, you! You having trouble breathing over there, buddy?
No.
He looks up startled, his forehead shiny with sweat. A few coiled locks are peeking from under his warm woolen hat.
Of course he's having trouble breathing. Just look at how fucking fat he is.
Jeez Louise, Shanky.
Fuck off, Shanky. Angus is a powerful guy. All muscle.
I love the fact that Titus is like trying to big up the big guy. That's cool.
Keep your eye on this powerful guy. Sooner or later, he's going to break like a piece of twig.
That's something you're not telling me.
And fuck you, too, copper. Picking on Angus like this. We're done with this schoolyard shit. And just so you know, he doesn't have trouble breathing.
I like Titus. I love the fact that he's like the moment that someone like started coming after one of his guys, he's like, no, we're not doing that. That's cool.
This one is a stone wall. You won't get more out of them about the night of the murder. Not yet.
Right, I have some other questions about the lynching.
Like what, copper?
Yeah, so how does the bullet in his head factor into this, Titus?
Huh?
There was a bullet in the dead man's brain. Why was it there if you hanged him?
How the fuck do I know? Anyone could have shot him. Target practice, maybe.
He's suddenly tight-lipped. Interesting.
This line of questioning is over. You got the cause of death already? Hanging. If there's any post-mortem trauma, it's your problem. This will not turn into a cross-examination.
Okay, we're not going to try and arrest this guy. At least not now. There's a lot of things that just... it's odd. So what are we going to do now?
Nothing. Your investigation here is done. Leave Martinez, go back to your stations where you belong.
I think we're going to stick around, thanks. Some things don't add up here, Titus. I've done this job for long enough to know that people don't just confess to first-degree murder.
Yeah.
Even if it is a group responsibility, we're going to look into this.
Good luck with that. You've heard everything a rent-a-cop is gonna hear from us. Real law officials. You're lucky you didn't get a beating.
You still haven't explained the bullet I found in the dead man's head.
You still on about that bullet? A bullet in a hangman's head. You're right, Copper. That is mighty curious.
Indeed, mighty. How did it get there?
Well, there are so many bullets in the world, and so many heads. I guess it's only logical. At some point, one of them bullets had to end up in one of them heads.
It's bound to happen again, you know? Just statistically speaking, of course.
I think the hanging was a cover-up for the shooting.
You know what I think? I think he was shot in the head as a kid, and his brain grew around the bullet.
Around the bullet, man. That's a good one.
Did you guys shoot him?
Shit! I probably did shoot him. I was drunk last night. You guys know me when I'm drunk.
Yeah, Glenn likes to shoot his guns when he's drunk. Better hope he stays sober.
No, he meant before he was hanged. Did you shoot him before you hanged him?
Before? After? During? This is getting ridiculous. They told you what happened. Stop wasting your time.
I'm going to ask you again, why was this, showing the bullet, in the victim's head?
Wow! He's got it in a real evidence bag and all!
Why don't you go home and log it into evidence? These men have told you what happened.
Don't worry, we'll figure this out so you know what we're doing.
Never been worried in my life, lawman.
He crosses his hairy arms, having forgotten his beer for a moment.
It's not like he blew it wide open, but there's a little crack in there, somewhere.
I told you already, I spoke to Everard, but he said that you would cooperate.
Oh, so you went and talked to my mommy, and now she's making me play with you. Is that it, lawman?
And what's gonna happen if we don't? You're gonna go and tell on us?
Very mature guy. Everard sent word, right?
Yeah, I heard him. The fuck do you think I'm doing here? You'd have your ass handed to you if it wasn't for the boss man's word.
Okay.
Let me state this very clearly, capo. Hello, officer. I'm Titus Hardie, and these are my boys, Hardie Boys. How may we assist you?
Explosive laughter follows. To his men, Titus Hardie is a golden god. They want to laugh at his jokes even before they leave his lips. This guy is a born leader.
I found someone who saw the hanging, a witness.
A witness? You ain't got shit. The locals would never come to you with this.
That's just cop tactics, Titus. Next, he's gonna tell you one of us already rolled on the others, and is in witness protection.
My witness isn't a local.
Well, let's hear it then. Who is your mystery fella?
This goes without saying, but nonetheless, don't give out his name.
Holy shit, we're not going to do that. Let's just say he's a high-ranking government official and leave it at that.
Yeah, right. Like we wouldn't know if an MI plant was in our town. Nice try, right?
I've seen this shit a million times, Titus. Fly fishing. They are desperate. Tell us, Copper, what wacky claims did he make?
The witness said that the hanging went down very quietly. No shouting, no commotion.
It's you assholes that feel the need to go around like a fucking brass band. The Hardie Boys are dead silent.
Yeah, it's like they put cowbells on you before they send you to the streets. What's with the cowbells, policeman?
Damn, they wormed their way out of it, somehow. Try something else if you can.
The witness said he saw two people of Areopagite descent and one mask.
Arabagite? Boss, I think he's trying to say me and Theo.
Well, yeah. What is confusing you? Eugene, Theo, and Elaine were there too. I already told you. We were all there.
The witness said it looked like a surreal play.
Those flaccid MI cocks with their culture language. Everything's a surreal play or sublime whatever. Doesn't mean anything.
It means the whole scene was long and drawn out, like it was from a film.
What is this fella's problem? Sorry we didn't make it more action-packed. It wasn't the first thing on our minds, you see?
Shanky. It's Shanky, right? I thought there's something wrong about the lynching story. Now I know there was.
You don't know shit.
Shanky's delivery is fantastic. Holy fuck.
I know you are lying, Shanky.
Enough about the witness.
Some witness. I pulled the same shit. Came up with some shit, then went and said it to people. Get a reaction. Don't have to go to cop school to try that.
You don't have to go to school for shit. I never went to school, and I'm doing great.
You're doing a hell of a job, man. Hell of a job.
Okay, maybe it doesn't feel like this did anything to them, but they have to be fretting a little. Everyone is afraid of witnesses. Witness is a scary word.
It is a scary word. Someone says, so Titus and his boys of the home of sexual. I don't know whether they are the big gay or not. I don't think so. I found 8 sets of footprints, but there's only 7 of you. Where's the 8th Hardie Boy?
What are you talking about, madman? There's no 8th Hardie Boy. There's 7 of us and we're all here.
He sizes you up.
Or what? You want to be the 8th Hardie Boy? We ain't hiring.
Actually, boss, we've been talking and we think she could maybe...
Oh, Glenn's cracking, baby!
She? So there's an 8th Hardie, and it's a Hardie girl? Who might it be? Elizabeth? The gardener?
Shut the fuck up, Glenn! I do the talking here. Now what the fuck do you want, cop?
It has to be good, if he won't let you pursue it. Looks like the lieutenant thinks so too.
So let me get this straight. There is an 8th Hardie Boy. It's a she, and you don't like us talking about her?
Oh, get his ass, Kim!
That's right. We're not talking about this. This is a private Hardie Boys matter. Nothing to do with your shit. And
he points at the lieutenant.
You're not cops here. Don't go digging around if you don't want a bullet in the back of your head. I'm watching you.
Good. We are all watching each other. Officer, your question.
There's no point in pushing it further, he thinks. This is already a victory. We'll learn more about this 8th Hardie sooner or later.
Guess what? I've connected you to the local drug trade.
Like hell you have. There is no local drug trade. This place is as clean as a rifle. Go back to Jamrock and ask the local junkies how clean your streets are in Precinct 41 Kilos.
We'll do that. In the meantime, did you know that there's an abandoned lorry at the intersection that was used to move raw ingredients for drugs from Terminal B to Jamrock? The person driving it was present at the hanging. It was one of you. We've connected the footprints. Detective, do you want to deliver the coup de grâce?
No, you do the honor, man. You've earned it.
Thank you. You're right, Titus. There is no local drug trade because it's all controlled by you. You're the drug trade.
That's a mighty interesting theory. I guess that's what you would need to do, theoretically. A big, strong, state-run monopoly would outcompete the runts on the street.
Yeah, man. Theoretically, that's what you would do. To get rid of the gangs, the dealers, even some of the junkies.
You would need good, trustworthy people to take their place, of course. Hardy men to run such a monopoly. For the good of the community, of course.
It's disgusting. You're admitting to profiting off poisoning your own people.
Boo fucking who. People will always be taking drugs. Might as well do it clean and organized.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what the labor movement is all about. Clean and organized. And the Hardie Boys are running it.
Theoretically, of course. We're just talking politics here. My answer to your drug accusation is, how dare you? Go fuck yourself.
Not quite yet, Mr. Hardie. There were 8 sets of prints on the crime scene. There are only 7 Hardie Boys here.
The 8th Hardie. The one who's missing. She runs the drug operation, right?
My answer is, fuck off. Mind your own business. There is no 8th Hardie. I run this goddamn scene.
And here we go. Back to the usual.
I know! Fatty walked on all 4s. He's so fucking fat he left 2 sets of footprints.
Go fuck your mom, Dennis.
That's more like it, boys. You heard him. It was Angus on all 4s. Anything else you need to know?
I talked to Joyce. The merc you hanged, his friends are coming for you, man.
Yeah. By friends, you mean his squad mates from Crenell.
Wouldn't want to beat up his grandma.
Nervous, snickering. There's a rush of adrenaline present.
Yes. They're forming some kind of tribunal and they're coming for you.
This is what happens if you take the law into your own hands. Other people start doing it too.
Let them come. The Hardie Boys are right fucking here.
You heard the man. Right here. We're armed. We got the whole district behind us. And Glenn. Glenn is fucking crazy.
Yeah. A well-oiled murder machine.
He punches Blondie on the shoulder.
The mood is on the rise. They're feeling confident, ready to punch out the whole Merc platoon.
This Crenell is bad news. You know that, right?
So are the local gangs. The fucking Barmy Army and the Madre scum. You've been out there. Seen any around?
Yeah. Where are they now, huh? Sent back to Madre in an airtight cargo crate.
These people are trained military professionals. Special forces, as you said. They're not a gang or a Barmy army.
No, they're not. They're uncoordinated and drunk. We know more about them than you think.
The mercenaries are armed with automatic weapons, Titus.
We got weapons of our own. We got Ister 50s, Zeelagers. Glenn's got a knock cannon at home.
He cracks open his vest to give you a glimpse at his holster. So shit, this guy's got a gun on him right now. Will they pierce through ceramic armor?
I guess we're gonna see, aren't we?
See what? That they don't?
Yeah, like you've been up against ceramic armor.
He takes a sip of his beer to bide his time, then tries to get the last word in.
You haven't even seen the whole suit, right? I've seen the whole fucking thing, and it didn't make him immortal.
Right. Joyce said that they've gone rogue, that nobody's controlling them.
Big fucking surprise. They hire psycho scum, arm them to the teeth, and let them loose in the city. What do you think is gonna happen?
I agree with you, Titus. I agree with you.
He's really prepped himself up for this. He has to keep the fear in check.
Okay.
What do you mean, okay?
I mean, okay. I'll be on your side when they come, man.
Yeah? Just try not to get in the way when the whoop-ass flies open.
Authority. Establish authority. Holy shit, that's a lot of modifiers. Confronted about the drug trade, strange reaction to the bullet, Evrard asked them to cooperate, discussed the 8th Hardie, warned them about the tribunal, and found a witness. Let's establish some authority, baby. Let's do this. I'm going to do a quick save. In fact, no, I can't do a quick... Can I do a quick save? Yes. Oh, I can't. I can't save in dialogue. Interesting. That's okay. We're going to do it now. Let's roll.
As you look around this room full of sweaty men, swearing, drinking, spitting out tobacco, does this look familiar?
Oh, I can't wait to fail this roll. Yeah, so if you fail that roll, because I failed this roll before in my previous playthrough, right? Because I didn't do all this legwork. I didn't do all this previous stuff. I came in here basically with nothing. If you fail the authority roll, you go, I know what will make them respect me. You turn to Kim and say, Kim, I need your gun. And he's like, why? And you're like, just trust me. And as soon as you get the gun, you go, now check this out. And you put the gun in your mouth. And you're basically like, tell me what you know or I'm gonna kill myself. It's the worst. It's so painful and horrible to watch. Genuinely one of the worst checks to fail. Like, failing authority checks sucks in this game. Absolutely awful. Tell you what, though, we barely made it over. Barely made it. It had a difficulty class of 16, and we only rolled an 18. That ain't good. We didn't roll particularly well. Where have I seen this before?
You believe the place was called Precinct 41.
Ooh.
It was also filled with, almost exclusively, men. Sitting on desks, talking shit, and wasting time.
So they really are like cops. I get it, Titus. You guys really are the authority around here.
Oh.
You must be. You're just like real cops, drinking beer, sitting around with your dicks in your hand.
You got a problem with beer now?
Not quite there yet. Push on.
I have a beer problem, but not a problem with beer. I also have no idea how you do... I also have no idea how to do my job. Like you.
Speak for yourself, buddy. I've been running this outfit for 10 years now. You should have seen Martinez before it started. It was like jam rock now.
They didn't see shit, man. Kids getting shot. We had 3 shootings a week. Fucking graffito everywhere. You cops haven't shown up since the 30s.
Congratulations on the graffito removal. All I see is you sitting around talking about Monica's titties while there's a rape victim.
So what? What do you want from me? We took care of that fuck.
He picks the beer can back up.
Don't let him drink that. One more push. Quick.
It's not about who did it, man. It's about the victim. She needs help, man.
Titus?
She stops mid-sentence. That's it. You got him. He's going to give it up, but on his terms.
You wanna help her, cop? Fine. I'm gonna let you help her, but you treat her with respect. If you don't, if you question her, harass her, a freight train of pain, buddy.
What is her name?
Glacia. I'm on due. She's staying here at the Whirling in Rags. A real pretty one. Silvery jumpsuit.
Oh, no.
That's I'm on due with an O.
Oh, no! Oh, no! No! Oh, God, no! Okay.
Shit. The girl. The girl upstairs? That can't be her. Remember what you said to her? You told her you want to have...
I told her I want to have fuck with her! No! 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 Oh, shit. Okay, composure check. Oh, no! Oh, no! We're not going to be able to pass this check! You said you don't remember being a cop. You don't remember reality. And you said I want to have fuck with you. Oh, no! Holy fuck! Glacia?
Yeah. Blonde. Tall. 2 rooms over from yours.
Miss Aranya Disco Dancer?
Sure. Why not? You've probably seen her around.
Oh!
You inexplicably add cool after the victim's name, with your eyes bulging like some wild beast. Your fingers are fidgeting and sweat starts forming on your brow as Titus looks at you oddly.
I don't understand what's so cool here.
Nothing. We just have a few more questions. Then we'll be on our way.
Oh no, all of our dialogue options suck. So what was her relationship with the mercenary?
Relationship? There was no fucking relationship. He raped her. That's their relationship.
Yeah. I asked for that. Fuck.
Was like that karaoke incident all over again. Or like some of the other girls he was harassing.
Okay, enough. All of this is irrelevant to your stated investigation.
So, the rape, when was that?
He did it before we killed him. He's not gonna do it again. So what does it matter?
It would help if we establish a timeline.
All right. 2 weeks, maybe? I don't know. I need another beer.
Wait, 2 weeks? The murder happened a week ago. So they waited a week to... Okay, right.
Here you go, boss.
Another beer. So, what's your relationship with her?
I know her.
He looks around and there's an uncommon silence that fills the room. Oh, were they dating?
How well do you know her?
A small twitch in the corner of Kim's mouth. He has a hunch about what knowing means.
Well enough, Copper. We partied. She's been here for a few months.
She's not from around here?
You mean Revachol? Nah. Our Miss Aranye disco dancer is an immigrant or a drifter of some sort. Been staying over here over the winter.
Okay.
Don't you give her any more trouble. She's just had some bad luck, that's all.
Shut up, Angie. She doesn't need your help.
Titus gives them both a look. They fall silent. What's with all the silences? It's like these guys don't know how to feel about this. You should keep picking at it.
You said you partied. Cool, that's cool. But what did you mean?
What do you think I meant?
Was it sex? Oh. Sex, drugs, karaoke, or sex, drugs, and karaoke, right?
Yes, and no. Got something to say about it?
So just sex and drugs, okay. So you're saying you two were close?
No, we just fucked. That's all. I'm not gonna give you any details if that's what you're after. So put your dick away.
He really went out of his way to seem comfortable with this topic. That's all you're gonna get for now.
I'm not gonna say I think I know her. Thank you. We'll talk to her.
Remember what I said. Freight train of pain.
Okay, I'm gonna take off for now. That was actually really, really interesting. We got so much good info out of him. A lot of great info. Let's do a quick debriefing here with Kim. He's got something to say. Hey Bjorn, great to see you, bro. How you doing, man?
Officer, what was that?
What was what?
You looked strange when he mentioned the assault victim's name. Do you know that woman?
Yeah.
Is there something I should know before we talk to her?
I met her in the hallway after I woke up.
Understood. You were not in good shape on Monday.
I didn't rape her.
What you're saying is, you raped her?
No!
Ice is forming on the inside of your chest cavity. Cold sweat trickles down your neck.
No.
Then, don't ever say that again. What else?
She knows that I didn't remember being a cop.
Okay, that's manageable.
I tried to hit on her.
Understood.
She said that I'm gonna have to interrogate her later, and that it's gonna suck for me.
It is. This would have been good to know before.
This didn't come up, man.
It should have. Anything else?
Nothing, let's move on.
We'll be alright, officer. This is nothing.
You feel fortified by his assurance. It's going to be alright.
Yeah, we got this. We got this. Someone says, thanks for all the answers, Titus. You were a surprisingly okay person to bite it all. Yeah. Despite being a supposed murderer, he really isn't that bad. Okay, I've maybe got 40 minutes left of the stream. Let's go talk to Claudia. Let's do it. Oh, jeez. Alright.
The door is closed.
Knock.
Who is it?
So it's doing good. Someone's been griefing and stealing on Jay's server. It's not the best for everyone that plays. Yeah, that sucks. That really sucks. Having, like, we had a lot of issues with that when we had the Video Dojo Hub. We had issues with people who would just be stealing from each other. And it really sucked. It was just like ultra lame. Never fun to have that on a community server. I'm good, thank you, though, Bjorn. I'm good. It's been really hot today. I know this is like the millionth time I've been talking about it, but it's hot in the UK, and it's only going to get hotter tomorrow. Basically, like, for the time being, I'm just like, I don't want it to be hot now. I want it to be hot while I'm on holiday. I want it to be good weather while I'm on holiday. Yeah, someone has said not me. I don't know, someone. Where were you during the early hours of tonight on Jer's Minecraft server? Monk has been on the case about it for a while. So, okay, I know it's going to be... By Monk, you mean King Monk, right? Not Monk as in, like, the detective show Monk. Yeah, it says, how to turn yourself into suspect number 1 with a simple trick. Say, I didn't rape. It's true. I'm not on JS Minecraft server. Yeah! Not anymore, because you stole everyone's time. I'm joking. I know you did do that. Awful.
This is the police. Can we come in?
Come on up. The door is open. I'm drying my hair.
Sounds like it's coming from upstairs somewhere. You could snoop around before going up.
Yeah, King Moncolino, yeah. Here we go. Piles of dirty clothes, a woman's. Hotel bill calculations. Looks like she's had an extended stay. A bit of a snoop. Oh, a window. You see the yard below, the corpse is no longer there.
This medicine cabinet is full of wares. Sheets of pills, haphazardly stacked, one on top of the other. There's also a toothbrush somewhere in there.
Look at the toothbrush.
It's been used quite a lot.
Look at the medications.
Pharmaceuticals line the shelves. Sheet upon sheet of pill bottle next to pill bottle. Acetylic acid, APAP, eye drops, blood thinners.
Yeah, I hope so too, someone. That would... Jesus Christ, that would... I wouldn't feel comfortable being this guy. Holy shit. It's been such annoying stuff too. Breaking leaves, seeing like 2 pieces of vinyl and a music disc. The biggest offense is purposely spawning raids in people's bases. How does one spawn a raid? I don't understand what you mean. Sorry. Quite a collection here, Kim.
Anything of note?
Search the bottles.
Pill bottles rattle like bones as you search the cabinet. Paracetamol, histoparidol, something in a foreign language you can't read. Behind them, an unusually shaped nasal spray. Its label reads Nacra.
What's Nacra?
An opioid receptor antagonist. It's used for diamorphine overdoses.
Diamorphine? Okay. Search the pill sheets.
Among some foreign, probably Messinian or Gotwaldian, marked red blister packs you find. What do you find? This is going to take a little know-how.
Is there something more interesting in here?
Nothing of note. The further you look, the more arcane it gets. You don't know what the rest of this stuff does.
Good. I'll close that cabinet. They drink a bottle called an ominous bottle. And if there's a village or villages nearby, once was. Right, as in like pillages? Is that what they're called? Pillages? What's the bedroom? This bed has been hastily made. A window here.
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo.
Put my finger along the surface of the glass.
Smooth as ice. There are spots of mud and rain on the outside, even smudges. But the surface of the window is clear from the inside. No chips, no hairline fractures.
It's a brand new pane of glass.
Following your lead, the lieutenant leans in closer to inspect the surface.
This window's been recently replaced.
Looks like it, yes.
Wait, nothing else?
This window.
No extra dialogue there? Okay. Someone says, so basically the murder victim was the worst person on Earth, and we're playing as a different guy who's also the worst person on Earth, but has amnesia. Yes. That's exactly it. The smell of cigarette smoke in the air. Astra menthols. Cheeky menthol cigarette. Cold coffee and an ashtray that looks like a hedgehog. RJ spawned one on accident in my base, but he got killed, and there were a lot of bottles in his inventory. Been on record that he hasn't used them for anything else. That's not great. Look, a handful of dried wildflowers.
Just as you look at the flowers, a gust of wind raises them from the roof, picking them up in the air. You catch a single white flower between your fingers. The rest fly off into the wind. It's a Maybell.
A Maybell?
The young woman looks at the Maybell in your hand. Just a glance, then takes a drag of her cigarette. The lieutenant gives you an acknowledging little nod.
It's a wildflower you call. One of a bouquet of maguettes that you found on the whirling's roof, shedding its petals quickly in your pocket.
6 crumbling petals rest on your palm. They're white, a bell-shaped crown.
What is this, Kim?
This is the Insulindian lily, called Maybells or Lucille's tears during the Revolution. Girls used to pin these on soldiers before sending them off to battle.
Who pinned them? Which side?
The revolutionaries, so the communards and the anarchists. White's their color, but the custom started in the suzerain's army, so it held meaning for the king's men too.
Right.
It's about girls and boys more than sides. Girls sending off boys who are going to their deaths, then also dying themselves in the ruins from dysentery and consumption. It's a symbol of the Civil War.
Does this flower blossom in early spring?
Yes, but not this early. Not to my knowledge. It looks dried, preserved.
Why are there, like, wartime flowers here, then? Like an Edelweiss. Why is there, like, an Edelweiss here? Is it a coincidence, it being up here on the roof?
Maybe. Maybe not. We'll see.
Very well.
The petals feel dry and fragile in your hand. Water flows under the channel bridge. Dark water. You rub your sides for warmth, but there is none.
Blow on your fingers.
Inland, above the Martinez distributary, the channel that brought wastewater from the silk mills of Jamrock, and then dead bodies during the war. The wrinkled fingers of an old man crush flower petals, then sprinkle them in the stream like white salt.
Wrinkled fingers of an old man crush flower. Huh. John says, man, have I told you how much I love the art style of this game? It looks like it was made by a certain man named Vincent. Yeah, it really does. It has this really beautiful, like, oil painting style to it. It's absolutely gorgeous. Right, this conversation's gonna suck. Let's do it.
Welcome to the roof.
The young woman has a cigarette in one hand and a cup of coffee in the other.
Her hair is still slick from the shower. Below her silvery jumpsuit, an athletic young body, built long and lean.
I'm sorry for the mess down there. The cleaning lady hasn't come by in days. I'm beginning to wonder if she ever will.
Nice view you got here.
It's much nicer now.
Her eyes wander north towards the yard.
Where the dead body used to hang, clearly visible from the roof, but no longer.
Bjorn says, from what I understand, a detective woke up somewhere in piss-stained underwear, then met his inner demons and started listening to them solve mysteries with his dog named his friend. Yeah, his friend named Kim. It's true.
Thank you for that, officers. Truly.
You mentioned a cleaning lady. I think I might need one.
Oh, yes. Legends of room number 1 have made their way around the building. They say a portal to hell has opened in there.
Disco Infernum.
They also say that's why the cleaning lady quit. Because of the infernum.
I'm Kim Kitsuragi. I'm a detective from Precinct 57. I believe you have already met my colleague from Precinct 41.
Have I ever? This man has an unforgettable way with words.
I would like to withdraw the comment I made earlier on. Given the situation we find ourselves in now, it seems out of place.
And what is that situation?
Miss, we are investigating the murder of the man down there. The people who put him there have asked us to talk to you.
Huh. I see.
She takes a pensive drag of her menthol cigarette.
Be careful. Ask something else first. When you go there, use words like, I hear you have been through something difficult. No need to dilly-dally. She's tough.
Thanks, Coach, but I think I will dilly-dally a little bit this time.
You sound like a namby-pamby.
What's your name, miss, for the record?
Clausier Amondou.
And where are you from?
Vredefort, Republic of Oranje.
What is Oranje?
A bad memory, officer.
A bad memory of what?
Of lilacs and lightning. Parks, glass. Duraluminium. Vredefort is a conference city. It's always autumn there. And night. At least it was for me.
John said how I only pop in these game streams for so long. I see you musty. Always be here to tell you what happened. Always be here to tell you about the happenings or whatever. Yeah, please do give me an update on what happens with the server, man. I'd like to know. Have a good one, though, man.
What's so bad about that?
Nothing. If you're no longer there.
How old are you?
I'm 28.
Oh, okay. How do you do, miss? Sorry, what do you do, miss? What's your specialization?
Something stupid.
That.
Oranese lit.
Oranese lit? Like literature?
Oranese literature. It's what I studied at the university.
What's Oranese literature about?
Fear of failure, fear of death, how it sucks to be Oranese. All national literatures are... Only the name of the nation changes.
If that's true, then Revacholian lit would fit you like a glove.
Oranese lit. What do you do with it?
Nothing. I do nothing with it.
How do you make money then? Money is very important. Show her some money.
Cool. I've made more money by just being than I have with Oranese lit.
Being what?
Many things. A roller skating instructor, a secretary, Miss Oranje 37.
Miss Oranje 37? What, you were like a model? Okay. Can we take a look at your passport, please?
I'm afraid you can't, officer.
Yeah?
Why is that?
Because it's buried in a sealed plastic bag at an undisclosed location on the coast, along with cash and airline tickets.
That's extremely suspicious.
Thank you for your candor. Why?
They say so in your tourist brochure. Keep travel documents away from your person when west of the river.
I'm pretty sure I have a legal right to demand your passport, miss.
Look, officers, I like this place, but I don't want to be stuck wandering the city like a ghost after being robbed of my travel documents.
Yeah, I get it.
I don't want to become an indentured servant in a brothel on Boogie Street. And I don't want my relatives to pay the ransom.
There are plenty of other reasons for hiding your documents from the law.
That's not why you hid it, though.
It's also why I hid it.
Right.
Why, yes.
I'm an unpopular girl. Suspect.
Didn't she say you would have to interrogate her before? And that she didn't do it? What was up with that?
Earlier you said that I would have to interrogate. Suspects are interrogated.
Well, well. It seems I either underestimated you or overestimated your hangover, officer. If I didn't know better, I'd say you feigned that fuck having lied to get me to say something stupid. Was that so?
The lieutenant gives you a little look. It's good we discussed your history with her, he thinks. I can play along.
Yeah, totally.
Cool. You told us about the investigation Friday night. Downstairs, at a table full of local kids and dock workers. You told pretty much everyone. After you showed them your gun, that is. Anyway, I thought it would be funny to say I didn't do it, because I knew about your investigation. Does that make me a suspect? I really must stop saying stupid things.
Not yet. No, we've just come to talk.
Phew.
How do I know that you told us your real name?
If I were to lie to you, I would come up with a more mainstream name than Clausia Mondu. It's a weird name.
It's a weird name. Wait, no, that's not a weird name. It's fine. Okay, then.
Okie dokie.
Thank you. That's it, for the record.
The record. So official.
I assume you've got hair.
Yeah. It's pretty deluxe.
What are you doing here at the Welling in Rags?
I'm wintering.
How long have you been staying here?
About 4 months. I came in November.
Why here?
Here in the Whirling, here in Martinez, or here in Revachol?
Here in the Whirling?
Because it's the funkiest building in Martinez. And because all the other buildings are bombed to hell.
Right. You have quite a collection of prescription drugs down there.
Thank you. I've put a lot of time and effort into it.
Technically, possession of narcotics is legal in Revachol, but you should still reprimand her.
Quite impressive. How do you mass such a horde?
With money, sir. It's not exactly the anti-star size caboodle I intend for it to be one day, but it's getting there.
The collection includes Nacra, an opioid antagonist.
Comes in handy when you've done too many opioids.
Is that something that happens to you often, miss?
Tony isn't aggressive, just inquisitive.
Better safe than sorry.
Alright. That's all as far as that goes, then.
Very funky.
Your window's new.
It is.
Do you move slightly to your left to check her reflection in it?
The lieutenant makes a note in his notebook.
I have other questions for you.
Okay.
Watching herself reflected in the bedroom window, tall and sparkling and draped in smoke.
Okay. Okay, before I say I've heard you've been through something difficult, I'm going to say, what's this wildflower? Show her the flower.
She looks at the dried petals in your palm, then lightly touches one with her fingernail. Chipped white polish covers the nail. It's long and sharp, like a mini dagger. The petal crumbles on contact.
Pretty. Looks like a dried maybell. Is that the one you caught? Sambo style?
What's Sambo?
A martial art, sir. Is that it?
Samurai boxing, or Sambo, graceful martial arts stuff. Sambo style implies stealth and cool.
Oh, that's cool. Nice. Yes. Why was it there?
Why was there a flower on the roof? I don't know, officer. Because of the wind?
I like the fact that one of the dialogue options there was just saying sudden change of topic. They call her the loudest OK in the West. Yeah, she's giving very short answers. She isn't elaborating on anything. She's just saying short little things. They tell us you've been through something difficult, Clausia.
Something difficult? I've been through at least half a dozen difficult things. Which one do you mean?
Were you sexually assaulted?
By sexually assaulted, you mean raped?
Takes a quick drag, unperturbed.
Yes.
It's a bit early in the morning for raped, isn't it?
Actually, it's already afternoon. It's technically afternoon.
Is it? It is afternoon. Time flies, man.
So were you?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with not raped. I don't want to say that shit about him.
Really? She wasn't. What?
By him, she must mean the victim.
Huh.
Tell them it's not my style. They'll have to, you know, if they want to jazz up the charges, they'll have to get someone more, rapeable.
That's horrible.
Are you saying that you were asked to tell us you were assaulted?
Not explicitly, but I understood what they meant. It wouldn't hurt to spice things up a bit. Some assault and battery. Sexual assault, maybe. It was clear the latter would be spicier.
Titus asked you to spice things up for us?
Pretty much.
Warming them. She must be very cold and exhausted of this life.
Are you sure you weren't raped?
I'm 89% sure.
So you're not entirely sure?
You know how it is.
Do you?
Do I?
Maybe you don't.
There are numerous cigarette burns on those silvery scales. Easy to see now that you're closer.
Interesting. So she's got cigarette burns on her jumpsuit.
In conclusion, officer, I'm gonna go with a mild to medium not raped here.
I mean, sexual assault's a serious matter. I need a serious statement from you.
Serious.
You hear cracking in her shoulders.
Let me make this 100% clear then, officer. I was not sexually assaulted. Would I be this flippant if I had been?
Right. Okay. What did happen between you and the victim then?
We partied.
Oh. Wait, partied? Where have I heard that before?
A lot of partying going on.
From Titus. About her and Titus's relationship. That's where you heard it.
What kind of partying? The kind that I do?
With all due respect, sir, I think we partied a little harder than that.
No one parties harder than me.
Please, you're alive in 50. I've known people who party so hard they're dead at 14.
What did you do when you partied?
We drank, sir. A lot. For weeks, basically. We had that effect on each other. We made each other drink harder. That's why I liked him.
What else?
She liked the victim.
Stimulants. Speed also has that effect, making you drink harder. And then drinking harder makes you do more speed. It's quite the combination. We also had sex.
You were lovers.
I guess you can say that, yes. A bit. Lovers is such an emotional word. But there was something there. We did enough drugs for there to be.
Huh.
How did you two meet?
Downstairs. At the bar. He was on some sort of assignment. A military man, as you probably know. Had a cool, scary scar.
It's Saft! Hey man, great to see you, bro. How you doing? Hope you're having an excellent day. We're doing an interview.
When was this?
A month ago? Something like that.
It's been hard for you to be in there.
Oh, yes. I've had a great view. From the roof, out of the bathroom window, in my dreams.
A bitter cringe. It hurts. You look to the lieutenant.
Oh, the Saft is benoying around.
You called us, the RCM.
Yes.
Class is the one who called us.
Jackpot.
Cole, the report of the hanging, that was you?
I made it. And I would appreciate it if you didn't tell everyone. In Martinez, they call it snitching.
Reporting crimes is confidential in Revachol, miss.
Before we go on, if it's snitching, why did you do it?
Because I couldn't handle it anymore. none of these people called. He just kept hanging there. Then they started stripping him.
Cole's voice was disguised.
I didn't exactly disguise it. I just muffled the mic and nicked the landline a little.
Nicked it, huh?
With nail clippers. And I diverted some radio fuzz into the cold wire.
You were right to suspect there might be foul play involved with the broken phone line.
Ah, and in the process, you broke the landline downstairs. Right, so she used the Whirling in Rags phone and broke it in the process. Right.
Did I? Fuck. I didn't mean to. I had no idea what I was doing.
Very smartly. Very, very smart.
Jigsaw falling into place. This is satisfying. Good catch. I appreciate the symmetry.
Thank you, Logic.
Still, that's pretty clever tampering. Simple and clever. Crossing the lines like that.
Seems like you had some idea. That was nifty.
Thanks.
Aw. Why'd you go through all that trouble?
I don't know, sir. It was stupid. I was drunk, too. I was probably afraid the union was listening in. Locals say they have ears in the wires.
Thank you for making the call, miss. It was the right thing to do.
Yeah, definitely.
I didn't want to, sir. But if I hadn't, he'd still be hanging there.
What can you tell me about him? Name, eyes, age?
I'm sorry, I can't do it. Not right now. Later, maybe. I keep seeing him. Like he is now. I can't talk about his... I don't know. Hair.
Yeah, I get you.
I know it's difficult, miss. We can return to it later.
What did they hang him for if not the rape?
He had something to do with the strike. One has been roiling since I got here. Rotten timing. But you probably know all about it.
Yeah, we do.
And his role in this strike was... what?
I think he was in a security detail. He was ex-military. Worked for Wild Pines. And against the Union. We didn't discuss work much, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But I understood it was dangerous.
And they lynched him for it?
She nods.
Why was there a bullet in his head?
Bullet? They shot him too?
Yeah, the lighting... Like, the lighting changes suddenly when the game's like, oh, it's now the afternoon. So, because we just shifted to the afternoon, things get shifted around. It's weird. It's weird how they do time it. She seems surprised by that. The delivery of her saying bullet was weird. They shot him too.
They stripped his clothes and they shot him?
You mean after they hanged him?
I'm confused. Sorry.
So am I. Were you aware that he had also been shot, miss?
Things are starting to go a little over my head here. I thought he was hanged. I was not present when they did it. I don't know what happened. I just know what they told me. And Sylvie, the bartender.
Interesting.
This is beginning to get confusing for you too.
What?
And we don't like that. Where was she last Sunday night?
Okay. Where were you when this happened?
Cowering. I was cowering downstairs with Sylvie.
Okay. Okay. Right. I mean, I guess that could still mean that that the guy was shot. Maybe it was an old gunshot wound. I don't know. That's weird. Okay. How did the Hardie Boys know you?
They're frequent guests downstairs. They have a booth for union members. They're probably down there now.
And how did you meet?
Over drinks. It's been a long, boring winter.
Did you party?
A little, yeah.
Like you partied with the deceased?
No, not as hard.
I'm sorry to have to ask this, but have you had a physical relationship with any of the Hardie Boys?
I have.
Which one?
Which ones, sir? I don't remember precisely. Titus, obviously. But as I said, it's been a long winter.
Okay. Thank you for telling me all this mess.
She breathes a silvery sigh of relief and weariness. The air on the roof feels humid.
Should we head back downstairs, officer? We may have things to discuss there.
I had something else before we go, just a little thing.
She nods. Silvery cigarette fumes disappear into her mouth.
Volition, legendary. Look her in the eye. Okay, let's do it.
She looks back. Time moves slowly. The triangles of her face rearranging into a weary smile. Don't worry. We will protect you from her beauty. We will consult you through the reefs and sounds of her persona. We will see through deceits. You are shielded. You are wise. You are advised. There are muscles on long white bones that line her limbs, just below the silver jumpsuit. Miss Oranje Disco Dancer, you want to put your hand on her back and feel it arch.
Oh, god damn. What's happening?
Nothing. Just time passing. Don't worry. You are not a fool. Anything out of the ordinary and you would be notified.
Why are they all chipping in?
Air moves in your windpipe. Your heart beats. You're a detective. Get back to detecting.
Am I being beguiled?
She presses her elbows against her waist and slowly turns her head. Her hair brushes her shoulders, making a small hissing sound, almost imperceptible.
Avert your eyes.
The strange moment ends. It was brief, no longer than 2.2 seconds.
Very strange. I noticed your room's close to mine. I have some personal questions.
Yes, you're just one room away. Very personal.
Good. Yes. This means she could have heard something, like what you were doing before you blacked out.
Were you in Sunday night? I need to know what I did before I lost my memory.
You do not need to know that. What you need is to ask normal police questions, like...
Get a grip, he thinks. At least do your personal stuff when I'm not here.
Right, gotcha. So I need to come back here without Kim. Okay, let's return to this later, miss.
Why not? I'll be here until 11 p.m., drinking coffee, most likely.
What?
As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint.
Ooh.
So cool.
Where's it coming from?
From a distant sunset, a stage light, flash photography, nowhere in particular. It's just what superstar law officers do. They squint at lights, and they solve shit.
Actually, now I hear superstar and law official in a sentence. They sound weird together.
What are you, deaf? They're perfect, like rock star politician and drug addict teacher. Embrace the superstardom you've worked so hard to establish.
You've got the wrong impression. I'm no superstar. I'm trash, man.
Yeah, a cool, trash superstar. Big dick cop down on his luck. Salam Rocky by here. Badass on the edge disco cop. Time to recede into a ludicrous fantasy world. Here we go. Camera. Lights.
Wait, hang on. What's that about a ludicrous fantasy world?
Yeah, you know. Beneath it is just heartbreak. A pulmonary tract infection. Atherosclerotic disease. This is where you say action and reconceptualize all that. Reinvent it as the world's first celebrity police officer.
No, I don't want to do that. No, I'm too downbeat. I won't say those things in. Alright, Kim, lay it on me, bro.
Looks like we have more to discuss with those so-called Hardie Boys. Half their reasoning just went out the window.
You think this will make them cooperate?
Nothing will make them respect the RCM, but it will disrupt the game they prepared for us. We just stripped off one layer of whatever it is. Her decision to not corroborate their story was definitely not part of the plan.
Why did she tell us all that?
What else could she have done? Lie? She saw there was no way to lie and get away with it.
I'm not sure she had to lie. I wouldn't have known.
If not you, then me. It was a smart move from her.
She seemed candid. No, something is up. Her reaction to the bullet was weird. Something's up.
You think so? She seemed forthcoming. Unusually so. Being forthcoming about some things is a good way to obscure other things.
Yeah.
The best liars are always forthcoming. Anyway, we should move. I suspect our investigation will bring us back here soon enough.
Yeah. Okay. Let's head downstairs.
This window.
This window. Okay, someone says, I very much dislike the Hardie Boys' false motives. Titus no longer seen as pretty okay. Yeah, he's like, maybe not a good dude. What time are we on? Okay, I'm actually going to need to wrap up here, I'm afraid. I need to go to worky work. I'm going to hit save. I'm going to go hop in the shower before going to work. Right. And this is definitely a shorter stream than I would normally do. I want to be striking while the iron's hot, but unfortunately, I've got a hard shift down the mines tonight. So I'm going to go get my coveralls on, get my pickaxe, and start mining some coal. Thank you all so much for tuning in today. This was fun. Actually, really, really fun to stream on Thursday. Definitely a shorter stream than normal, but it actually was good. It was enough time to do 3 sizable conversations in Disco Elysium. That was good. Alright. Thank you all so much for watching. If indeed you still are, I know you've all got plenty of things you could be doing with a Thursday evening, but I'm incredibly touched that you chose to spend it here with us today. Alright, folks. Catch you all in a bit. Love you all big many. And I'll see you next time. Okay? Okay. Bye.